All right. Live. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Charlie checking in. Coming at you all live. It's beautiful Sunday afternoon, guys. Sorry I made you guys left you guys waiting 12 people here. But it was raining outside, man. So like as soon as I set up the live stream, it started raining and I wanted to sit outside for a minute and kind of enjoy that. You know me, I'm a rain lover. I'm only happy when it rains. I'm only happy half the time when it rains and the other half when it doesn't. So, and if that makes any sense, Lucy Weber in the house, White Rice, Montoya Maurice, what's up, brother, man? I seen you in the DMs earlier, hitting me up. Hope all is well with you, man. Living dead girl. Every time I sing that song, I gotta go. I say, do I say, do it again, living dead girl. Matter of fact, check this out. What do I have? Where's it at? I've got that fucking CD around here somewhere, man. I was just looking. It's in the truck. I was looking at it the other day. Astro Creep 2000 or some shit like that, man. Crazy, dude. It's all about. I don't know. It was good looking at social media. Bronx out and social media, physical media. You know what I mean? We're all about going digital and shit, but it's good to have physical shit. Bronx born in the house, Nene, Rebecca Spratling, Bowser G. What's up? Rebecca, where you been? Hadn't seen you all. Were you in the last live stream? I don't know if I saw you or not. It's kind of worked up, guys. Kind of amped up, and I'm getting myself amped up again tonight. Why the hell not? Because fuck it. You know, like I say, once again, I tried to chill out, tried to do my own thing. You know what I mean? Let bygones be bygones, all that horse shit or whatever. And Michael just wouldn't fucking stop. Got to keep running his big fat mouth. So why the fuck not? Tell you what's interesting though, guys, is that the minute that I freaking started clapping back, they shut the fuck up, bro. Michael shut the fuck up, and Isaac goes to, oh, what did we do? Ha, ha, ha. Fucking love it, dude. Straight on victim mode, and it goes to show you, bro, when the war is on, they don't fucking want no part of it, apparently. And and yeah, especially when the bombs drop, bro. It's like Hiroshima or another any other landmass, any other war that has suffered a casualty, something like that. You know, when I drop the bombs, it's all quiet for a few days. Then the roaches kind of start creeping back out of the cracks or whatever, um, thinking that that they can survive. You know what I mean? But once again, we dropped a lot of shit the other night. Like I say, JC is about to have a baby. Papa, Grandpa is going to be a great grandpa here soon. Well, I mean, I don't know if that really counts. Does that really count if your dad's passed away? So I don't know if he could be a great grandpa, great grandpa. But yeah, JC is in Virginia with the girl who already has one child. They're pregnant with another, and he's hitting me up in the DMs crying about how his mom and his uncle Mikey don't fucking love him, how they won't help him out after they screwed up his chances uh, um, for something. After I offered the boy, gave him the opportunities to do something with his life. Michael would have him traded in, for more of that YouTube drama shit. And here we are, and I'm not gonna let it go. Like I said, I tried to chill. I tried to say, fuck it, I'm gonna do my own thing. But Michael and Fatty and company, they had to keep running their damn mouths. So why the fuck not? Am I right? White Rice says, does he have a job? No, he does. Jordan! What the fuck, brother? Seen y'all getting tailgated the other day. Picture you posted y'all getting tailgated, man. How was that shit? That shit was funny, man. Hopefully you're doing well. What was that? What was that shit that oh man, why am I forgetting my friend's name? What's your brother-in-law's name? Damn it, I done forgot his damn name. I'm a bad friend. Sorry. Yeah, but I seen on Facebook here earlier that he won some kind of thing or whatever, and I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, what was that? Second place is pretty good. Well, anyway, what was it saying? Does White Rice ask, does JC have a job? He doesn't. I don't know. I don't think so. Because he's been hitting me up for money and stuff. And they got nowhere to go. Apparently, now taking from my experience, I would believe that You know, if you're a young man, how old is JC? 20, 21 years old. You know, got a girl pregnant, living at their dad's house, I think now. And is it raining still good? I might have to open that door. And doesn't have a job and shit. You know, like you're gonna have to go, man. Like you can't, you know, kick your shit. You know what I mean? But for so long, you know. And it feels like that's what JC's doing right now, man. Like he's kind of going from spot to spot. Um, just wearing out his welcome, trying to go as long as he can before, you know, any sort of responsibility or whatnot is forced upon him, in which case he moves on to the next. You know, you see it happen all the time. And you know what I mean? I say it happened with me as well. Like even when I did have started working and shit, it wasn't like I kept jobs. You know what I mean? Like being real open and honest with you all. How many of us out here, you know, in our 20s and shit would say fuck a job? You know, it happens. But I don't know. For JC though, it's sad because he had the opportunity. I was gonna give this boy a chance to stand up on his own 2 feet, make something out of himself, and not have to rely on anybody. You know, well, as we know, Michael will not have that, will he? You know what I'm saying? Michael will not have anyone in his family have the ability to depend on themselves, to rely on themselves. And if you do, then he don't want nothing to fucking do with you. Know what I'm saying? I myself had gotten to a point where I couldn't rely and depend on myself, man. Where I was going to go to rehab back in 2015. I think I got in trouble and lost it all right there in 2014. Yeah, so in 2014. Dago, what is up? Thank you for joining, brother. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for watching, doing those review videos the other night, man. It was fun joining y'all for a little while. Sorry that I couldn't stay on longer, but you know, it was late. It was like 12:30 at night, man. I'd worked all week. I had to go to bed. And then I didn't sleep well because of the energy drinks. I don't think I'm going to sleep well tonight because of these damn things, man. I already feel kind of amped up, and I've only drank like that much of this sucker, dude. Y'all want to see my new knife? Check it out, man. Check this out, Glimmer Man. Glimmer Man says Mike doesn't want anybody doing anything to make any kind of money or better themselves. He has to keep them under his thumb to be at his discretion. Absolutely. Like I say, man, you know, I was at a point where I couldn't, you know, do for myself. I was living with my uncle. I'd lost everything, and I was going to go to rehab, and I was doing the rounds with the family, letting them all know, and I was serious about leaving. Michael and Dad brought me in. You know what I mean? And pretty much had me under their control. You know, living in Dad's house. You know what I mean? Watching the kids doing what they said when they said it. You know what I mean? It was a good and bad situation because, like, you know, Dad did help me get sober for a while there. You know, I did go along. Well, no, I didn't either. I lie. I stopped drinking, but I picked up the pills. You know what I mean? We were in it was a very toxic environment for an addict. You know what I mean? All the pills that were in the house, and they weren't necessarily Dad's pills. You know what I mean? The boys had Adderall. Lauren had her Percocets and shit. Then of course Dad did have his you know, perks and K-pins, his Klonopins, and what else? Fucking you name it. You know, he had these morphines and shit, plus his other shit that he was getting from tuna. And so it wasn't a great environment for me to try and stay sober in. You know what I mean? But I did get off the alcohol, you know. And I had a lot of fun with Dad and them, but I wasn't thriving, man. I wasn't out there doing it on my own. Michael called and say, do this, and I'd have to do it. Michael would say jump, and I would say how high. You know what I mean? Dago, all stepping stone. Yeah, I mean, that's for anybody. What did Trigger Rock say? That think Charlie has vodka. Charlie has vodka in his Red Bull. Mm. I'm not, like I say, I'm not the alcoholic in the family anymore. That's Michael and Bridget. How many drunk Bridget videos have we seen in the past 2 years compared to drunk Charlie? I think you've seen like 3 or 4, maybe even 5. You know what I mean? Like Michael tends to damn repeat the same shit over and over again. Let's see. I bet I could probably go to Twitter or YouTube right now and type in drunk Bridget, and we could tell you. All right, let's see here. Drunk Bridget. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's Pickle Boy getting drunk. Look at all the drunk Bridget, drunk Bridget. And don't say that it's all storyline because we know that she fucking drinks. So, anyway, like I say, bro, you can tell whenever I've been drinking because I'll get crazy. I'm not taking my shirt off and showing you my ass, bro. I am a trip. But anyways, check it out, man. Look at my little knife I got right here. How y'all like that, man? I went. Me and Erica stopped by good God, flea market, the flea market yesterday, and I wanted to get me a knife. She got her a bunch of stuff, guys. We're looking at going to a Renaissance fair. How about that shit, Sharon? Are you in the house when you listen to this, man? Let me know. Give me some ideas, guys. We want to do a Renaissance type of outfit or whatever. She's got herself a little bustier thing. She's got the midriff thing. She's gonna get her a skirt, get her like what do they call them? Hair chains. You ever heard of a hair chain? Bowser G says Charlie about to be like, Shank, check this shit out, bro. Wanna fuck with me, man? Look at that. Come on, motherfucker. I'll get you. That's that type of shit that'll slice some bacon off a motherfucker's back. I'm like, Michael, come here a second. Shh, shh, shh. Oh my God, could you imagine the flavor of Michael bacon? The old man that sold me this knife, actually, guys, told me that back in the earlier days, that old gentlemen themselves they love carrying little knives like this because they'd use it for a whittle. They like to whittle and they like to clean their fingernails. You know, and this ain't even the smallest blade, guys. Look at that. Look how fucking awesome this is, though. Look, it's such a little blade. Check it out. All right, and then that one, guys, look. Look how little this fucking blade is, guys. Like literally, like one segment of my finger. The first segment of your finger, bro. The fucking shit is funny. There we go. Hold on. This shit is so awesome, dude. And this is probably like a little whittler or a fingernail cleaner, you know? I can clean my teeth with it, cut my fucking tongue in half. And yeah, man, that's my little blade. I guess they call it a pen knife. A little blade I got from the flea market yesterday, and I ain't been able to put it down, guys. Like the whole freaking weekend, I've just been kind of holding it, doing this number here. I love how it just fits just the palm of my hand. Chris Farley in the Chris! Tommy, like wings. I'm trying to do the fat face, and I can't even do the fat face anymore, guys. I'm losing too much fucking weight. Down to 160. Actually, guys, I was 165 Friday when I woke up and went live. Or when I went live the other night, I was like 165.8 or whatever. Right now, I'm 167.8. I gained 2 pounds. 2 pounds, man. Yesterday, we had ourselves some breakfast. Then I had tacos for dinner. They were gross, though. Oh. And yeah, me and Erica want to do a Renaissance thing. You love how I'm bouncing all over the fucking place. This shit does give you motherfucking wings. Holy shit. Woo-wee. Getting amped up with you guys tonight. How about it, man? And I love it, man. Why the hell not? Shades of Grandpa in here for you. Check this one out. Grandpa loved his knives. I love my knives too. This one is actually an old timer. Y'all see right there. It's an old timer. Hook bill. I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with hook bills. I like really weird shit. You know, offbeat, you know. So, I mean, I got regular little pocket knives, but I like the hook bill more. You know, they say I call this one my claw. This is my fang. I got one right here and I got one right here. These are claws. This is my claw. And they say you put this on you, you can't get it off. Ah, just imagine if it comes down forward, how do you get out of it? You got to go with it. Get off me. Yeah. Edward Valdez says, that's a knife. Dago Dad says, I have 2 of those. Love them. Bowser, you like this one? Linda Pendard, you haven't never seen one like this before? It's called a hook bill or a paring knife. Back in the old days, they would call them paring knives. And this one, is also used for whittling and maybe cutting pears. They call them pear because you cut pears with them. But this isn't necessarily for like long slices and shit as much as it is like gouging and grooving, you know. You can, though, get in good and pull, and this sucker will just cut a straight edge. Crazy Mike, yes, brother, I can see your messages. Let's see here. MUK says Isaac has a WhatsApp group with loads of people telling them to come and troll you. I managed to pretend to be on his side and am in it. Mike's in the group too. He's telling people what to say. Ah! Hey, I fucking love it, dude. How about that? It doesn't seem like it's too bad. I don't see any trolls in here. I don't see any troll activity. Fat and fatter. Huh? God, I fucking love this, man. Like, everything you do it for me. I told you, Mike, like, you should have just shut up. Honestly, you should have just toss it and throw it away and then look over here and do this shit. It's what I was trying to do. I can't wait for Michael and them to go back and fuckers like Planet Randy's live streams. The same fucker that Fatty said straight up, who the fuck is Planet Randy? I'm kicking Bowser out for talking about this guy. Now Michael and Isaac are in Planet Randy's live stream talking about, yeah, Charlie ain't shit. Or Truck Dog. Who the fuck is Truck Dog? Boy Scoob says, who's Amanda? Amanda is Michael's ex-girlfriend. Michael wrote a song about this girl who was not even his fucking girlfriend. She didn't even like him. Okay. And here we are, flash forward 20 years later. It's exactly 20 years later, guys, 2022. And Michael, we're talking about Michael's girlfriend. You know why? That's because Michael lied about having a girlfriend that I stole. First off, he didn't even have a girlfriend. It was some girl that he would beat off to in the dark wearing a Slipknot mask, singing Vermilion. She sees just in all of me, unattainable. I swear to God, bro, like Michael was the biggest, fattest fucking, like Bobby emo. You know Bobby Hill? Think Bobby Hill in an emo phase. That was Michael. She sees just, she isn't real. I can make her real. I swear to God, bro, it was like that. 1,000% on my father. Boom. Bobby emo in his freaking Slipknot mask. I can make her real. I felt the hate rise up in me. Charlie, I hate you. On God. On God. He's already admitted to the time that I damn walked into the bedroom and here he is listening to damn, I don't know, some fartsy bullshit, freaking My Chemical Romance. What is that song? I signed in. Whatever happened to closing the goddamn doors? Michael's like, leave the light off. I walk in the bedroom. Michael's fucking laid straight out in the bed, fully dressed with his freaking hoodie on, hoodie up, and the Slipknot mask on. Fucking cords of freaking dreadlocks sticking all out like freaking spiders, and he's just sitting there like he's in a fucking body bag of shame and depression. And I come in there and I cut the light on. And he's like, leave it off. And it was like some weird, like, I don't know, dude. Like, I think maybe it was, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, dude. It was probably some Slipknot shit. Like, that's all. I just looked at my damn Red Bull like it was the camera. Honestly, probably some Slipknot shit. And he's, leave it off. And I turned it back off for about 5 minutes. Then, of course, I came back in and cut it back on. I'm like, man, what the hell's wrong with you, man? Get the fuck up. I was never the type, of course, not now, to let anyone else lounge in their own pain and suffering. Like, I would lounge in mine. I'll never forget back whenever I was, 13, 14, and 15 years old, and I had crushes and thought about girls at school, and I'd be in the room and I'd have my music going, and I wouldn't even been drinking or smoking or nothing like that. This wasn't really the time, at that time in my life, I would be all caught up and feeled out on freaking emotions and sexual energy, guys. And I'd be in the room and I'd be listening to Marilyn Manson or some shit, and I would think about stepping in front of somebody at school who's trying to stab this girl I like, and then I get stabbed and I'd hit the ground and I'd die in front of the whole school, and everyone would surround me and cry and love me. I swear to God, like, who hasn't done that? I mean, if you haven't, you should try it at least once or twice. Well, nah. Dude, let me tell you what they're like. I was going through some serious shit in my life, though. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, December 28th, 1996. We all watched our little friend get hit and killed by a car. You know what I mean? I mean, from me to you, about like that. Boom. And that was it. And like, we didn't get any sort of therapy. This was a time where, like, dad, we looked at therapy as being wrong, bad. Like, my mom, she was on medication a lot and stuff, and was suffering with mental disabilities and flare ups and shit. And we were just always, it was always treated and looked upon as like a bad illness, a debilitation, you know what I mean? Like something that, had to be hidden and medicated, rather than, looked at and treated, and that was us, and I think that had a big thing to do with, any sort of negative emotions and dark thoughts that, entered our heads. Because, like I said, I started listening to Marilyn Manson and Soundgarden and Alice in Chains and all that shit in '96. Before that, it was all pretty much like, the hits, Boys to Men or whatever the girls liked. Let me tell you what, man, I had New Kids on the Block memorabilia. I'd wear New Kids on the Block to school just so the girls would come talk to me. I didn't care about, music and shit like that. It was just kind of like, I would just go with what, popular society gave me on my plate and said, here, it wasn't until around '96 that I started, delving out. Now, the popular music at the time happened to be grunge, and they were saying, here, eat it, but that type of material and that type of art, was fodder for the brain, really, let you think and shit. And, as opposed to just happiness and dog kisses and sunshine shit, Big Macs and Happy Meals and, fishing on the beautiful lake and Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, Americana, you start listening to fucking Marilyn Manson, and his sweet dreams are made of this, and he's fucking soaked fucking down head to toe in mud riding this big fat ass pink pig. You know what I mean? All through these dirty ass halls and shit. And you're like, holy shit, my fucking pupils were apt, it was a certain sense of awakening that I was going through. Little did I know, by the end of that year, just 8 short months later, I would actually watch somebody die right before my eyes. You know what I mean? And John B says, I have screenshots from the WhatsApp group. If anyone wants them, I could send them. Mike is going off in there. Hey, send that to my Twitter right now. Let's go ahead and laugh at him. We're going to laugh at Michael publicly. We're going to continue to laugh at Michael publicly, which by the way, was banging Bridget when she was the same age. Started banging Bridget when she's the same age as the Amanda girl is in this situation. Kind of how Michael was 22 and Bridget was 14. when he started hitting that, I was actually only 20 and Amanda was 15. And I still had a certain amount of morals to say, I'm not doing it. You know, but Michael was 22, saw Bridget at 14 and was like, he was already trying to prime one girl from out of Florida. If y'all remember me talking about Katie, you might remember Michael talking about Katie. Purple-haired girl out of Florida. She was an emo chick as well. And she was fucking conning Michael into sending her all of his throwback shit that Kimberly's Kyle was sending Michael. You know, Kimberly and Kyle had a whole bunch of throwback shit he was sending to Michael because, I don't know, he'd wear it once and throw it away or some weird shit like that. Michael's taking all this throwback shit, expensive ass fucking throwback shit, dude, and just giving it to this emo girl out in Florida who was turning around and giving it to her boyfriend. Come to find out, somebody found out she had a boyfriend and sent Michael the guy's Facebook information or his MySpace information or some shit. And there's the guy, all these pictures looking fly, and Michael's throwback shit that he was giving his girlfriend. Where's my phone at? I'll be right back. What are you doing? Damn it, I don't know where my phone. I was sitting on the motherfucker. Holy shit. So anyways. Yeah, all that expensive ass throwback shit that Kyle was giving Michael, you know, he was turning around and giving it to his girlfriend. I wonder how Kim feels about it. But then again, I wonder how Kim feels about fucking Isaac saying Kimberly shouldn't be fucking tweeting about Bowser. I wonder how Kim feels about this. Let's share this again. Whenever Michael made Kimberly terminate her Twitter. How Michael's trying to talk some sense into Kim. Stay the fuck out of it, Kim. Oh, check it out how Michael's actually pissed at Kim and how Kim needs to stay out of it. Stay the fuck out of it, Kimberly. Of course, you know, I think by now Kimberly knows. She knows her place. She knows that at any point. Oh, Parrot Pafu dropped a $5 bomb. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And it is, you know, it is funny. It is funny, bro. It's fucking hilarious, dude. The hypocrisy of it all. All this shit that Michael has in his closet. You know what I mean? And he won't stop pointing his fucking fingers for 5 minutes. And, you know, but that's what people do. Those with the guiltiest consciences are the ones that are pointing fingers and this, that, and this person, that person, that person. How long have they rode the Charlie train? Charlie, this, that, and a third. Let's see if we got anything on Twitter. Not yet. You can send me screenshots here at Taken Wolf. Taken Wolf. Wolf with a, I think that's a 0. Or you can send it to my other troll account. Or you can send it to my troll account. Of course, you don't have that one. Ha ha! You know what's sad, though, is my troll account's been blocked for I don't know how long. So I can't go on there and look any fucking way. Don't believe me? There's my troll account right there. Oh, Life with Jenny doesn't have me blocked yet. Look, Jennifer's account hasn't blocked me yet. I can talk some shit to her, talking about her getting her uterus taken out. Fucking finally. You know, you should have had your uterus taken and ripped out a long fucking time ago, Jennifer. Swear to God. The way you raised those kids, the way you've abandoned them numerous times for men. How many times has Grandpa straight out and came out and told you all, yeah, she goddamn abandoned them kids on the me for some dick? Press a 1 if you remember that shit. Her uterus wasn't nothing but a fucking damn. I don't know. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to talk shit about the kids. You know, they can't help their mother is a no good piece of trash. Hell, what was this? Even whenever Johnny got choked out by a married man last year, and they tried to cover it up and say that it was who? Kyler? The leader of the fuck gang? It was Jennifer's other friend, Kyler, the leader of the fuck gang, the one that got Jacob high on PCP and caused him to go to the hospital. And those words came straight from my mother. Do you want to see those? Those messages again? Jennifer don't need no kids. She can't take care of the ones that she got. Imagine if her and Michael were off on the wrong foot. Imagine if Michael wasn't taking care of Jenny. Where would she be at right now? Living in Michael's house, driving Michael's car. Living on Michael's time. Living on Michael's time and dime. She'd be fucking homeless. She'd be living with Uncle Bobby with Mom. True or false? Give me a number 1 if that's true or false. Give me a number 2 if you actually believe that Jennifer could accomplish having a house and a car on her own without Michael. Give me a number 2 if you believe that. Hell, Michael even makes fun of her about it. I don't see a 2 yet, Jennifer. You know, and if you got and if she can, and if she could, why the fuck isn't she giving any of that money to her son? Trying to help her fucking son out. Mr. Millionaire Michael chewed his own nephew up and spit him the fuck out. Now the boy's stuck in damn Virginia, freaking borrowing $20 and $25 at a time off of me. I can't afford much, but I'll give what I can. Miss Rachel Lynn, only reason she was brought back is because AGP was dying and Mike and Kim didn't want the boys. Oh, fuck. They were like, all right, Jennifer, Grandpa's leaving, passing on now. You've got to woman the fuck up. You better woman the fuck up and handle your biz now, Jennifer. And here we are. You know? Shit's crazy as fuck. And when Jennifer's still fucking around with married men, let me go to her Twitter and hold on. Let me go to her Twitter real quick and see if she fucking deleted this shit yet. Like she went on damn Twitter all crazy about some guy that has been fixing her deck for the last 2 years. And then she started fucking threatening the guy's wife, talking about she knew where the guy's wife fucking worked and that they were all gonna damn. She was gonna have people go after the guy's wife and shit. All because the guy's wife found out about her husband and Jennifer and told the guy not to go back over there anymore. Jennifer's like, no, I can't get my porch fixed anymore. The same fucking porch that's been damn getting worked on for the last 2 years. That's a big ass porch. I mean, what? What's he really working on over there? Come on, let me see if it's still here. Today was such an eye-opener. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Should have just blocked and move on. Sometimes I just need to learn to shut my mouth. She reminds me of Butters. Sometimes, I need to learn. Oh, boy. Sometimes I should have just blocked and move on. Sometimes I just need to learn to shut my mouth and let karma do its work. It's just so hard to let someone talk shit to you, though. Damn you, Jennifer. Oh, hamburgers. Damn it, Jennifer. Damn it, Butters. Look. The day after, she went all fucking crazy and damn doxed this dude's wife. Let's scroll down and see. Oh, look at this. She's mad at him. Look. Shit, I'm sleeping with a married woman. I gotta go tell her myself. Quote, unquote. Who's she talking about? Doggy! Oh, hamburgers! Shit, I'm sleeping with a married woman. I gotta go tell on myself. Oh, hamburgers. I really know better. I really gotta do better. My name is Jennifer. I need to stop sleeping with married women or married men. Maybe married women too. We know how she swings. Let's see here. And then she went ahead and deleted. All the shit where she doxed this woman and talked about her not getting her deck fixed anymore. Green Mask, Planet Randy, Nightmare, drop a 2-bomb. Thank you, somebody. Check it out, Green Mask. Boom. It's almost that time, guys. Almost Halloween. We got a couple, another, 80 days till Halloween. So happy. What am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. We were thinking about dressing up as goth. We're thinking about doing the Renaissance thing, going to some Renaissance fairs. I don't know exactly what I want to be yet. Maybe I want to be the town drunk. I'm pretty good at that. Give me a flagon of mead and an old fucked up pair of leather pants and a freaking, Romeo type fucking shirt running through the mud a little bit. I could be a drunk. What do y'all think about that? And then Erica was talking about goth or something like that. And then I was thinking about I'm Manson or something. I'll be Fat Manson. I'll get me a wig and do the Fat Manson. Remember whenever he had the lines under his neck and shit? Oh, but then I might have to shave my beard. So I don't know. I kind of like my beard right now. It's looking pretty good. Boy Scoob says Jennifer is part of the swingers group. LOL. I'll tell you, I swear to God, back in whenever Josh and Jennifer, the baby's daddy, whenever the boy's daddy and Jennifer moved out on their own in Lincolnton, South Carolina, they got involved with the fire department. And man, I don't know how many of y'all know this or not, man, but the fire department is a freaky deaky fucking bunch. Okay. And they are all about swinging and sharing, and it seems like every fucking one that they've gotten involved with has been the case, Monk's Corner, Somerville, Lincolnton. Am I wrong or what? Anthony Pisano says, look clean face. You want me to shave it all off? I don't know, man. I've lost a lot of weight, but I still don't have much of a chin. You know what I mean? I've still got like this kind of double thing going. And oh, okay, thank God. Okay, good. 'Cause I think I look better with hair. But I mean, come on, man. How many of you guys really? Doug was like, you right. See, Doug knows. Well, I don't know if Doug knows about Jennifer and them, but I guess Doug Doug knows a thing or two about a thing or two. Doug has been around the block a time or three. Dougie, man, we got to get together and let you come on here live one night, man. I'll set up a Streamlabs or I'll give you a phone call on Messenger or something. I can go live on yours. You can go live on mine, and yeah, and talk and hang out a little bit if you want. I don't know if you want to, man, because I'm diving head first, deep into the deep end, back into the drama shit. You know what I mean? Like I say, I tried my best to stay out of it or whatever, and all that turned into was them controlling the whole drama narrative or whatever, with my people getting beat up on this side with me not saying anything. You know what I mean? And yeah, so I just knew it wasn't right. That didn't feel right to me. And fuck it, Britney's back, bitches, balder than ever. Woo! And yeah, we ain't gonna stop now. We're just gonna keep it up. And like I said, I don't see how this helps Michael out anyway. Like I say, even one troll comment really pisses Michael off, can ruin his day, Just imagine me out here giving it all to you all of us on here laughing at his ass. You know what I mean? 271. Give us the number one if you think Michael's a low-life piece of crap pedophile who has ruined a very generous gift that a legend handed to him. Michael, you had a legend hand you two profiting, thriving YouTube channels. 3, because Grandpa's Corner too. And guess what? You fucking ruined them all. You drove them all into the shitter. Let's look at your Clyde video right now. Poor Clyde. Rest in peace, Clyde. Everyone loved Clyde, Clyde was a good boy who was in many videos for many years. He was a very loved cast member of the Angry Grandpa Show, to which avoided all criticism and drama. He was, if there were any characters on the show that escaped all the bullshit and negativity, Clyde was one of them, bro. That motherfucker sitting up there like, yo, I lasted 10 fucking years and no one said shit about me. I was chilling. And look, the video 2 days ago, man, him passing away is 124K. Come on, Michael. Look what you did, man. Clyde ain't the only thing that's fucking dying here, and you know it. We feel the heat just radiating from your massive body, from that orb of a body. That fucking anger just oozes off you. And like, I can understand. I can understand. I was in the YouTube game for a while, thanks to you and Dad. You guys got to remember, I didn't even damn ask for the whole YouTube shit. I was going to rehab. I was brought into the whole YouTube thing. I actually had people that were campaigning and lobbying to get me my first camera. They were like, Charlie, please vlog. Please start a channel. Please, Charlie. And I was like, nah, I don't need to. I don't want to. Part of me was afraid of what Michael and Dad would, how they would feel, Clouster, but Bus Spotter, what's up? Christy Lynn in the house. Holy Moonchild. Christy Lynn says, why hasn't he posted those never before seen videos on AGP channel? It's sad the state he's let it all go to over his twisted ego. Well, the thing about it is that, the last couple of years, Michael, he his interactions with with Dad and the rest of the family, it got less and less as the weeks progressed, as the channel grew larger, as Michael's own channel grew larger. his interest in the family grew smaller. You know what I mean? It got to a point where, you know, him and Bridget would show up for Sunday dinner, and they'd stay long enough to do a video and take a bite, and then they'd fucking leave. Straight split. And Dad would get so fucking mad that he'd throw every goddamn thing into the garbage. Pots and pans, plates and all. Food, pots, plates, pans, fucking napkins. Man. Even his glass of tea. And he'd dare me to fucking take any of it out. He'd make me throw all that shit straight into the fucking garbage. While he sat there and screamed and cussed out Michael, went to his bedroom, feeling used and abused. And we couldn't say nothing about it. I told you about the time that that him and Michael did get into it, how Dad would sit there and get mad and say, "Yes, sir, master. Yes, sir, boss. All right, we're gonna do it your way." He would pull the whole dated, you know, scared slave routine. You know, like Michael was the master and he was the slave, you know. Yeah, boss, I'm sorry. We're going to do it your way. And then I told y'all how Michael fucking one day, you know, he turned the camera off and like, "Hey, you want to fucking do this goddamn or not? Because we can fucking stop right here and now. I'll leave and I'll go do my own goddamn thing." He fucking gave it to Dad. And then Dad turned around like that. It was abuse. Straight the fuck up. Nothing but abuse. And I sat right there and I watched. And I watched Dad swallow his fucking anger and his own pride. Turn into that dog. And do it. He did it the way the way Michael wanted. And then Michael didn't even say thank you. Michael was like, "All right, I'm fucking out of here." Boom. And was gone for like a full week. Wasn't calling. To the point where he had Dad calling Michael, "Hey, bud, you want to do a video? You can do a video." Straight iced Grandpa. You knew Michael was going to come back Sunday. He needed Grandpa. But Grandpa needed y'all more than Michael needed Dad. And Michael needed Dad an awful lot. So just imagine how much Grandpa needed y'all. You know Grandpa was a very strong, proud man who didn't like taking shit off of anybody and liked doing shit his own damn way. And whenever he had to succumb to Michael in that instant and get broken down, and then Michael felt it, Michael saw it, Michael wrote it. Rode Dad into the ground, into submission. Into making Dad believe that he wasn't needed, that Michael could go on without him. Glimmerman says, "Well, I think if anything proves how much he needed Grandpa, it's the current state of the channel." I mean, honestly, look at it. It's in the shitter, dude. And I only see it getting worse. And I called this shit. I told y'all 6 months ago that Michael was going to start rounding off at 150 and below. That he was going to start banking in at under 100K a day. Glimmerman says he drops 10K every couple of months. Continues. And I don't want to be any part of it. You know, like they honestly think that I want to be a part of that shit show. That go nowhere drama club that is circling the fucking toilet bowl as we speak. Ken Callie says his ratings prove otherwise, obviously. But you know what Michael goes to whenever you talk about his views and ratings? He goes to the money. Which shows you all what he really gives a fuck about. He don't give a shit about you all, the product. He doesn't give a shit about creating and generating and expanding, growing the Grandpa empire. He's just cashing out. He's getting what he can while he can get it. That, you know, once Grandpa died, Michael knew it was really over. you know? And he's angry. He's upset. And he's lashing out at me for it. Treat me like the punching bag because he thinks that I stole his girlfriend 20 years ago. Back when, damn, I was in Job Corps. Motherfucker, guys, I was in Job Corps. I wasn't even living at home. Let me go get me another energy drink real quick. And then we're going to get into that story. Hey, PP. Erica's making roast beef and it smells wonderful. Penny's hanging out with us. Say, girl. Hey, baby. Fucking stains in the carpet. That's kind of gross. I'll take care of that. Thanks, PP. You see why I call her fucking PP? No, she's a good doggy. Anyways, so where was I at? Oh, Amanda. Yeah, so back when he believed that I was stealing his girl. Oh my God. Cross-eyed Betty. Michael was so jealous of Charlie because Charlie is the handsome son with a beautiful wife to be. Charlie has got his life together and isn't dependent on YouTube welfare. Oh, damn. YouTube welfare, yo. Michael is cross-eyed Betty. That's hilarious. Michael is jealous of Charlie because Charlie is the handsome son with a beautiful wife to be. Charlie has got his life together and isn't dependent on YouTube welfare. Oh my God. And bro, you were absolutely 1000% right. Dead on the nose when you say YouTube welfare, bro, because without it, Michael would be shit up shit's creek, bro. Shit out of luck. He wouldn't have a damn thing. He didn't have jack shit before YouTube. You saw how fucking poor we were living. The skills to which Michael's skills were? He was making fucking web images of wrestlers so he can do his web fed, his e-feds. Huh? I'm Stone Cold, guys. And Stone Cold comes in and tells The Rock that your ass is grass and I'm gonna stomp a mud hole in it. Hits him with the stunner and then flexes and Stone Cold's the champion. E-feds. That's how him and fucking Fatty met each other, on fucking e-feds. Internet wrestlers with huge fucking egos that would create their own fucking e-feds. Internet federations just so that they themselves could be champion. All these little Dusty Rhodeses and Ric Flairs and shit. These fucking organizations that would crumble after just weeks and days because these little crews wanted to run it all. Because Michael and Fatty were fucking, they wanted to be the kings and princes of their e-feds. Oh my God, let me tell you, it's so embarrassing. And then they would create little fucking pictures and designs, web images and shit. Copy and paste. Let me cut around Tyson Kidd's chest. Hey Charlie, look! I remember he'd call me in. Look how well I cut around Tyson Kidd's chest right here. You can see the chest and then the nipple popping out, and I literally had to go in there and erase all the background. I'm like, give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm a goddamn welder, Michael. I'm out here fucking welding. I'm in a motherfucking welding pit during the day, fucking welding goddamn ceiling joists for SMI. Michael's at home talking, that's good. Got around Anvil's beard really nicely. Now I can use his image in an eFed. Hey, Charlie. I'm working for Paul Heyman for free. Bowser G said Mike cutting out men's chests like, why am I still hard? I punched it and told myself I was bad. And you know, Fatty was over there doing the same thing. Fatty's still doing the same thing, cutting out images of Charlie's wiener. Making memes of with Charlie having sex. They're over there making Charlie Valentine Day cards right now. Ain't much changed. They're still on the same shit. Creating the same weird ass fucking half-baked, go nowhere fucking drama storylines. And if you're not part of their eFed, they gonna kick you the fuck out. Michael's still the president and Fatty's still the moderator. Fucking weirdos. And you wonder why Mike's never had a real girlfriend before Bridget. Huh? And so the Amanda story. So here we are back in 2002. I got out of prison March 28th, 2002. And we had done moved from Gaston all the way out to a place, what was it called? Batesburg, Leesville. Middle of fucking nowhere, guys. I mean, 20 minutes from the damn grocery store. We were like an hour, maybe more. Brandy Renee in the house. What's up, girl? You missed a lot. I am back. And I ain't going nowhere. We're going to continue kicking Michael's ass often. I'm waiting for Michael to say something. Michael's been clammed up like a little bitch ever since I turned around and said, fuck you, what you want. I ain't heard shit from him. And as soon as I do, I'm going to be right here to confront it. You know, Michael, he's probably on WW2K22 right now beating the shit out of my created character, huh? He's probably on there right now. Take this, Charlie. You fucking, I'm going to give you another finisher. Oh, through the table this time, you fucking, Huh? I ought to get that game just so I can go in there and beat the shit out of his character. Make his character do a bunch of weird shit. But then again, I get more self-gratification off of this right here. This goes a lot further. And it also makes me some money too. I got to tell you guys, bro, you guys fucking dropped some serious coin last Friday night, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And that really got the trolls fucking triggered. There are a couple out there that's all they can fucking talk about. And between that and, you know, padding up my pockets and helping me get that truck fixed, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I feel like it's a win-win. Plus, kicking Michael and Fatty's ass in the process, man. It's a win-win-win-win all the way around. And I'm gonna keep it the fuck out. I'm gonna keep it out. I'm gonna pull out my little blade and I'm gonna get the shanking. Y'all remember what was that movie, The Royal Tenenbaums? You remember that little dude that lived that was like Royal's number 2? or whatever. And at the end, they got kicked out of the family, and a little dude pulls out his knife and sticks him. That's what I think about every time I pull this little thing out. I fucking love it, dude. What was that little dude's name? What was that little guy's name? T1214 says you got Tuna super triggered. Why the fuck I got Tuna triggered? I ain't even said nothing yet about that dumb bitch who is slowly turning into Mad Eye Moody. Might I add? Have y'all seen that picture? Where's that picture Michael got on his community? Look, she looks just like Mad Eye Moody. She's even got the fucking wooden leg now. She is Mad Eye Moody. Let me show you. Where's it at? Look! Mad fucking Eye Moody, dude. Hey! Get over here, hey! You stay out of the buttermilk, the buttermead! That's not really Mad Eye. That's why you remember at the end whenever it went from Mad Eye Moody to Crouch's son, and then they captured him, and Crouch was like, ha, ha. That's fucking, it's, oh my God, it all makes so much fucking sense now. Tuna is fucking Barty Crouch, who's ate gillyweed pretending to be Mad Eye Moody. Oh shit, I swear to God. Bowser G dropped a 20 bomb, boom. Let me see here, let me show you Crouch's son. Crouch's son's tongue. Here it is. We're about to check out Barty Crouch's son's tongue. Barty Crouch Jr. That's who fucking Tuna really is. Oh my God! Barty Crouch Tina! If she wants to fucking get triggered, we'll give her a reason to be triggered. Oh, here it goes. Huh.
Hello, Father. You are no son of mine.
Uh-oh. That's Tuna! Oh my God, bro. Straight the fuck up, dude. She is Barty Crouch Jr. whenever he was dressed up as Mad Eye Moody. All we got to do is hit her with that spell that'll turn her back into the trailer trash toad that she really is. And how does that make you feel, Tuna and Michael, I might add? Whenever Tuna goes live and only gets like 40 something people watching, when she throws everything that she can at these guys as far as drama and victim crying and blaming bullshit, this, that, and the third, and she can still only carry fucking 50 people. We got 284 here right now. Where's Tuna? Is Tuna live? Let's see. Is she live? Like, she got 18 hours ago, 666 views on a fucking live stream over an hour and a half long. Dude, like, nobody gives a shit about you. You know? And it shows that nobody gives a fuck about the storyline that Michael's got going for. Hell, the views on the storylines ain't shit. She ain't breaking 150,000 with Michael. Michael's like, oh shit. Now he's really shitting his pants and Bridget's really is crying. What was the name of that video one? Name of the video one day, like Michael shits his pants and Bridget cries. Like, that's happening for real. Michael looks at them views in the morning. He's like, ah. And then Bridget cries because, of course, that's less money to go in her piggy bank. Plus, she has to wipe Michael's ass after he shits himself because he can't clean up after himself. I mean, like, let's face it. How much does Michael weigh? Can we get a poll going? Can we get an over under going on how much Michael weighs? I say that Michael's twice my weight. I could take you into the bathroom right now if you would like, or I could bring the scale in here right now and I could stand on it and I can show you that I am at under 170, that I am at what, 168? I'll step on the scale live right now and show you, baby. And I'm willing to wager that Michael is 50 pounds more than double what I weigh. So if I step on that scale and I'm at 168 times 2, 160, 320, and 16, 336 plus 50. So if Michael is 386, I'm willing to bet that Michael is more than 386 pounds. Oh, there goes my farting chair. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet, Michael? And I'm not trying to body shame. Honestly, I'm not, guys. This is between me and my brother. It's not between me and anybody else. I feel for anybody, that is dealing with weight loss problems, dude, because it can be difficult. Like there is a strong mental hold. There's a strong mental block that you must break. You really got to be like, all right, like, fuck it, I'm done. Like that pushing that snack machine back and forth until boom, kind of like me pushing that fucking keg back and forth until finally that fucking keg dropped the fuck over and rolled away. And I said, bye-bye. But I struggled with it. 20 plus years, guys. Well, let's see here. I'd say that I became a true alcoholic at 25, 26. Once I was able to move out and I started rooming up with people and shit and not living under my pop's roof, and I was drinking every day. Would you consider that an alcoholic? Drinking every day, or is there got to be some more shit? Because I did start drinking during the day. I got drunk and went to JC's birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese's one day. Y'all want to hear that story? I'll tell you that story. Maybe not today, because it's a fucking banger. Fucking fuck. It's embarrassing as fuck, but it happened, and these were the conditions under which I was living in, but I broke free of it, and these are the conditions that Michael continues to live in under his own circumstances, and I'm just tired and frustrated with the way that he loves to constantly throw dirt on my name and try to undersell my accomplishments just because he's continuing to go nowhere in life. In fact, he's falling backwards. The channel is in regression. He is in suppression. He's in a state of self-denial, while over-medicating, over-stimulating. Nene, what's Nene say? She's talking the best now. What best now say? Oh my God, Mike said he was 250. So Michael said on his on Flacco's live stream that he was 250 pounds. Oh my God. Well, that's obviously a lie. Like I say, I'm willing to make a bet. I'm making a challenge. Of course, then again, I did challenge Michael to go ahead and try and take my girlfriend, to try and take my fiance. Go ahead. I challenged him. I unblocked him and nothing. Maybe he's still trying to figure out his plan. Ooh, what am I going to do? Good luck, though. I'm saying, like, good luck. Also, when is Michael going to show up at the house? Haven't we talked about that? Instead, he went ahead and beat me up on the game. So anyways, with this girl who was 15 years old that I didn't do anything with, happened in Job Corps, man. So 2002, 2003, guys, the beginning of 2003, January 2000 and 2003, yeah. I would go to Job Corps for welding. And I would stay there 6 months, coming home on the weekends, and earning a. I didn't get a certificate or degree in welding. They stopped giving out the certificates and degrees because people kept failing the welding test. it was costing Job Corps too much to send their welders out to take the test only to fail it. So they stopped doing all that, and they just found people jobs that didn't necessarily require the entry welding test, which there still were plenty of jobs that you can get. You just weren't going to be out there like structure welding and shit like that. We ended up welding like ceiling joists, small engine repair and shit like that, and stuff like that. And I was kind of focused on that. Plus, I had found a girlfriend in Job Corps. I already had my own girlfriend, guys, who would turn out to be Skylar's mama. I would get with this girl. We would fall in love. We would have our ups and downs, our drama, back and forth thing. She would end up leaving Job Corps with me. We would end up living together in a camper behind the house, behind Dad's house. She would have her a daughter of her own from a previous relationship, and I'll never forget the day that Jennifer went crazy on my ex and was talking so much shit about my ex's kid. I told y'all before about this one, about how Jennifer was jealous that my ex was pregnant at the same time Jennifer was pregnant. And then so Jennifer went off on my ex and was calling her baby a little Mexican, blah, blah, blah. Very racist shit. And my ex was on the phone with her mom at the table, letting her mom hear every fucking word. And Jennifer just kept goddamn going, wouldn't shut the fuck up. And Dad wasn't stopping her. Unfortunately, of course, Dad knew that at a certain point that there was nothing that you can do to stop Jennifer. Jennifer was at a point in life when she had some children to hold over Dad's head. She had JC. She knew that Dad loved JC with all his heart, and she used that to her advantage. And this day, she would try and use that as credit, or not credibility, but leverage in case Dad tried to make her leave for getting too violent and crazy with my baby's mama. And of course he wasn't going to ask Jennifer to leave over Sandy. You know what I'm saying? Because it was family. You know what I mean? But he knew that Jennifer was wrong. No. The best says Tuna's live and she's staring at oh my god, yeah, she's staring at a black screen. Let's go see how many people she's got. How many people do you have, Tuna? 39. Bro, look at this shit. Like, really? And she's in Michael's videos. Like, bro, she is literally getting the backing and support of Michael and Slob Mob. And she can't fucking break 100 fucking viewers? Like, hey, Tuna, here you go. Do something with this. Get creative. Do us all a favor and recycle. Join the rest of your leg. Oh my god. That Red Bull got me savage, yo. Tuna needs to find the rest of her leg and join it. If she wants to enter an ass kicking contest, I'll straight box that woman the fuck out. I swear to God, Tuna want to try to step up on me acting like a man, coming at me all weird, like one of them fuckers from House on Haunted Hill. I'd be like, bitch, bat. Straight the fuck up. I'll take that woman's freaking damn that funny ass airbrush thing on her nub, and I'd beat her with it. Bitch, are you serious? I mean, honestly, I swear to God. I wouldn't let no motherfucker get up to my face trying no type of shit. She needs to get up and clean that fucking house. Jesus, do we got to play the audio again of freaking Albert crying over the roaches crawling up his legs? How much money did she win at the roach races this weekend? Or the roach races today? The roach races are usually on Sunday, right? That's usually when the races are, right? Let's go check out the roaches. Boy, let's go check out some roaches, yo. Where's Morty at? We still ain't even got to the Amanda story, guys. Holy shit. I want to see some roaches, though. Where are the roaches at? Oh, is it gone? All right, let's see here. Tina the Angry Neighbor. Roaches. I can't find it. Morty, what'd you do with it? Oh my God, that was like by far some of the grossest shit ever. He's like, Mom, they're running up my leg. Tina was like, will you shut up? Zip it. You are embarrassing me. And then like, oh my God, I'll never forget, man, like Dad, man, like we always had roaches real bad. So fucking embarrassing, you know, but I'm gonna be honest with you, you know. We were a very disgusting family. The Greens were a very disgusting fucking family, dude. You lift up the skirt to the couch, man, and you're gonna find at least 3 plates with food on them. Just frisbeed underneath that motherfucker, and a family of roaches on each plate. And I remember Dad would fucking go around at nighttime. At nighttime, Dad would go around and fucking spray. I think sometimes he would do it in the morning too, just to wake everyone up. We'd be all sleeping late, or not. Well, I guess me too when I didn't have a job. We'd all be sleeping late, not fucking contributing to shit, and Dad would get fucking pissed. And he'd walk around the house with roach spray. And these motherfucking roaches would just start coming out of the cracks and fucking running across the fucking ceiling, and these motherfuckers would start dying and fucking twitching and holding on to that motherfucking the popcorn and shit like for dear fucking life until they just fucking drop, fucking free fall straight onto your face while you're sleeping, and then you wake up like, ah, goddamn! And Dad's over there like, yeah, get your bum ass up, lazy. Go on, get the microwave, get the broom, get the vacuum cleaner, sweep them up. Bowser dropped it. Where you at? Yeah, I asked Morty if she wanted to join the live stream tonight. All right, let me go to the live stream here. There is a link. Here it is. Here's the roach races. The beginning of the roach races. The fastest roach up Albert's leg wins.
No talk.
I wonder if Tuna's like a I wonder if Tuna's like a fucking an announcer or whatever, kind of like a almost like a horse jockey. She's like, and Rocky the Roach is fast out on the left. Meanwhile, Antenna Andy is coming fast on the right. Meanwhile, Wings William is coming faster in the middle, and it's Wings Williams for the win.
Oh, tired of this, bro. Can't sit in peace. Every time I go to eat something,
Roach McQueen in the house.
Everywhere.
Roach McQueen in the house. Said bet on him. Look at her. She looks dead.
Oh, tired of this, bro. Can't sit in peace. Every time I go to eat something, start coming out everywhere. I'm sitting in here. I can't sit there.
We're going over the lizards. Can you please leave? Don't come in here. It's hot so loud.
There's stuff coming out of the wall.
Where they go? Spray them.
Termites.
They termites. Go spray them. There's a whole tube in the bottom.
Everywhere with these people having a race in my leg.
Having a race at my leg.
Because it's dirty in there.
Never race. One's right here, one's right here, one's right here, one's right
They're
here.
doing it to me all the time.
They're all racing up my leg.
Could you go get me an apple, please, before we go? Come on, I'll stop.
I'm not trying.
All these people hearing that.
All these people hearing that. Treating
Very embarrassing.
treating fucking Albert's leg like a fucking drag strip. Albert Lanes. Oh my God, got a little fucking roach in the middle with the checkered flags. You see a little skimmer up Albert's leg. Little ash marks from where the fucking legs were. Oh my God, guys, how far is this going? Oh man, that's so fucking funny, dude. So that's the kind of trash that we're addressing right there. But anyway, back to Michael and the Amanda story, guys. So Pam Tony says termites go for wood. Yeah, she lives in a fucking damn a matchbox. That fucking trailer ain't got no wood in it. It's all freaking particle board and damn sheetrock and PVC. I wouldn't be surprised if the studs were actually PVC. But anyway, so the story with me and Michael and Amanda. Like I say, dude, you all heard that there was a song that Michael said that, I stole his girlfriend and shit. Like she was never his girlfriend. So while I was at Job Corps, I had my own girlfriend, kind of going through my own drama thing. It wasn't all peaches and cream. There were guys that liked, her. There was girls that liked me, and we're all kind of coexisting in this almost like this college atmosphere, dude. Job Corps was really cool. Like, I don't know if there's any of you out there that are, waffling on what to do with your lives or whatnot, 25 or under, man, or if you have any brothers or sisters or someone that you care about that does, man. But Job Corps was really a good decision for me. It was a great decision for me, man. It allowed me to leave the nest. It allowed me to earn a career, a few different skills, and I lived my life, and it was wonderful, and it was a truly unique experience, that I would suggest and I would encourage upon, others if you're in the similar situation that I was in then. I was fresh out of prison. I didn't have many options, you know what I mean? So I went to Job Corps, and it worked out well for me. Red Panda said the fast and the tuna. The fast and the tuna. I like that one. So while I'm at Job Corps, Michael starts to grow up a little bit, like once when I'd gotten out of I guess while I was in prison too, Michael had underwent some sort of transformation. He went from kind of like me, how we were just taking whatever society was giving us and running with it, to actually delving into our own personal musical tastes. You know what I mean? And Michael was, I wasn't around to maybe suppress Michael. I felt maybe Michael didn't feel like he couldn't get under my out from under my shadow or something back then. Because back then, guys, like there was no internet. You were judged on your ability to talk with people, your ability to coexist and interact with people. You were judged by your physical interactions with people, as opposed to your social your image, what you look like on social media. How you portray yourself on social media. Society was a very different place, back in 2002. Michael just didn't have that, didn't have those skills, those sensibilities about himself that I did, and he was still young. He was still unsure of himself too. I'll give him that, but while I was gone, he started to open up a little bit and kind of become himself and whatnot. And I feel like a big part of that, maybe he may felt like I was choking his growth, perhaps. You know what I mean? Like, I was away and it was his turn or whatnot, because, and I only say that because when I came back, he always seemed very resentful of my presence. You know what I mean? And I mean, this spawns way back to, a couple years before that, to like 97 and shit, whenever um, Kimberly and Jennifer started having friends come over, and their friends were liking me and shit, and Michael was liking them, but they were all liking me. Michael was jealous. I'll give you an example. There was this girl. Her name was Marissa. She was Kimberly and Jennifer's friend, and she was a cutie, guys. Like, she was somebody that all of us boys at school we kind of liked. You know what I mean? And she'd come over to Kimberly and Jennifer's house pretty much to flirt with me. You know what I mean? I told you all that Kimberly and Jennifer had friends that pretty much basically hung out with them, would come over with them to try to get close to me. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And Kimberly and Jennifer, they would get mad when me and their friends would go sit out on the porch together and shit like that. Oh man, those are such good days too, man. You remember Young Love, bro? Oh god, dude, just fucking sitting outside, especially when it was kind of cool out. I always had really great memories when it was cool outside. Sitting outside, kind of with a cooler wear, jacket on, kind of sitting with a girl on the steps, getting close, doing the little flirt game, man. But shit was fun. Shit was magical. And I enjoyed that, and I feel bad for Michael not having those experiences. He didn't. He was always a dirty little kid. By the time that Michael entered any sort of sense of sexual security or awareness, he was already out of school. Michael didn't even graduate. Michael didn't even graduate fucking middle school, guys. Michael made it up until what, the sixth? I mean, maybe the seventh grade, and then was pulled out of school. Kimberly went to some sort of private program, some sort of program for gifted students, and she wasn't gifted. She just kind of worked her way into it through some sort of like extracurricular program and activity. But they earned a computer, and they figured out where her and Michael can be homeschooled. Back in what, 98, 99. I would actually go to prison in 2000. Actually, so it was like 2000. I would go to prison in 2000. And while I was in no, I went to prison in 2001 for I was locked up during 9/11. So in 2001, they were being homeschooled. But Dad was still going out and selling his peanuts and going to the flea markets. They were working with Dad during the day. Dad didn't mind because he had free workers. You know what I mean? And then at night, they'd do their schoolwork. Dad and Mom would get together and help them get their shit done. And they would graduate middle school. And then they never went to fucking high school. Never went. I'm not even sure that Michael has a GED, my friends. Michael would go to Job Corps for like a week. We would get Michael into Job Corps for like a week, and then he'd come back home crying. And Dad would be like, "Come on, baby, I'll take you. I love you." Sad. Dad babied Michael to the point where Michael didn't acquire those skills needed to become a man in this world. And I think Dad saw that, and that's another reason that Dad worked his ass off to give Michael everything, because he knew that once he was gone, Michael would have no means in which to support himself. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he knows how to make Wendy's, or actually, he don't even know how to make Wendy's chili. And the days of cropping images and making crudely designed little fucking web images, you know what I mean? Copy and pasting one image onto the other. Those days are over with. You got to have a fucking college degree. You know what I'm saying? Michael will go and be like, Michael tried to apply anywhere else for any sort of graphic design. He's like, "I work for Paul Heyman." They'd laugh in his motherfucking face. They'd be like, "Paul who?" Michael would be like, "I'll show you my work." He might get in the door with his work that he's farmed out to people that know what the fuck to do. But as soon as he got that job and was actually looked upon to produce, Michael would fucking get fired. Michael would he would fake his way for about a week. And then until they realized that he didn't know what the fuck he was doing, and he wouldn't even get in the door because he has 0 college education. You know what I'm saying? Not even any community college. You know? He don't even have Job Corps experience. He couldn't even make it in fucking Job Corps. So while I understood and realized that I was seriously lacking in the skills and abilities department, I went to Job Corps. I spent a full year, guys. Man, I got out of prison March 28th, 2002, a little over 20 years ago, guys. And I just waffled and loafed. And I did try to get a couple of jobs, you know what I mean? But we were so far out in the middle of nowhere, and I didn't have a vehicle, you know what I mean, that it was impossible, to find work and to keep work once I did, and people, on top of the fact that nobody was wanting to hire a fresh convict, it was really hard. So I just gave up and I chilled, and I spent almost the greater part of a year from March 28th to January 28th, 2003, getting wasted, man, getting fucked up, man. Dad had a friend named 8 Ball that lived outside in a camper on his own that we were all living off of, who had gotten a recent settlement, or for around $100,000, and we all were just kind of taking what we could, but we weren't the only one. He had a daughter and an ex-wife and a freaking biker gang, that were all just bleeding him fucking dry, and I was stealing his alcohol like on a nightly basis, man. Busch Light, Hot Damn, and he didn't know. He was so fucked up he wouldn't even remember. I guess I drank it all, Bo, and he'd go get more, and I'd do it again, dude. I was leeching off that fucker all year. And until, for a good part of a year, until, I realized that I needed to get off and I needed to go do something, man, And in 2003, January 28th, I would go to Job Corps and I would learn a trade, Well, while I was gone, there again, Michael would start spreading his wings a little bit, and I swear to God, it seemed like while I was around, I wish I had this one picture, man, that I could show you all just the look on Michael's face. Hold on a second. Let me see if I got this picture. All right, let's see if I can find this, because not only was there Amanda, Michael's girlfriend, who kind of had a little thing for me, that was around the house. Also, Steve would have a daughter. Her name was Jenny. She would come around the house too, and you all would remember Jenny. Do you guys remember the 2 girls in the hotel room with me? The 2 underage girls that Fatty and them all called the police and told the police that I had underage girls in my hotel room. Turned out to be Jenny and her friend. I didn't get arrested for jack shit. Well, that's who Jenny was. And, there was a sort of an attraction there between me and her as well, even back then. But she was she was an attractive girl, Well, Michael kind of had an attraction to her as well. We all kind of liked her, and we all showed off a little bit. And I've got a picture. I think I've got the picture here where it's me, her, and Michael. And I'm showing off a little bit. Michael's got a cup in his hand and just this look of like this, not really disgust, but like, man, fuck you. Like, really? Why are you showing off, Charlie? Of course, why I'm showing off. There's a cute chick here who is of age, and we're both single. Who she actually ended up hooking up with my cousin, though. By this point, by the time that she started coming around, I had already put on a significant amount of weight. I had reached 225 pounds by the time I went to Job Corps. I was a severe alcoholic. I didn't know how to control my emotions. And I wasn't getting this girl either. I'm going to be honest with you all. I wasn't going to get her either. My cousin ended up hooking up with her. But, okay, it's not here. But yeah, man, it was a picture of classic instance, and I'll try to find it if I can, but it's a classic instance of Michael just being super angry and jealous. You know what I mean? Uh, Dago Dad said Michael kind of had an attraction to anyone that said hi to him. Well, check this out, man. Like there were Michael had a super attraction to this Amanda girl, man. Some people that lived a couple of doors down from us, a guy named John had a daughter named Amanda, and another daughter, I forget her name, Felicia or something like that, which Felicia was of age, wasn't bad looking girl, but, she had a boyfriend and quickly became pregnant after I got after I came back into the picture. And so I didn't mess with her. I was like, all right, I don't need to get involved with that. Um, um, so yeah, I just kind of did my own thing out here in the middle of fucking nowhere, dude. But Felicia had a sister named Amanda, and Amanda she was cute. I'll give it to her. Like, I mean, I didn't have any feelings for her that way, but she was a very cute girl, even she was underage, but you can tell that she was, gonna be an attractive woman, an attractive lady, And Michael was fucking head over heels, goo goo gaga for this girl, And her dad was actually friends with my dad, guy named John, would come to the house and was kind of like Doug, kind of like Uncle Dougie, man. He was a Mr. Fix-It. He can repair drywall, floors, washing machines, I mean, you name it. And plus him and John, Jennifer's boyfriend, fiance at the time, they weren't married yet. Him and John were really tight, really close, So John was always around, and every now and again he'd bring his daughter Amanda over, who Michael had a very big crush on, and whom in turn had a kind of crush on me. You know what I mean? Like she was 15, she was boy crazy. You know what I mean? She was recently out of school. I don't know what happened, but she had gotten taken out of school by her parents for some reason or another. I'm not sure. I think it had something to do with her reaching a certain sense of sexual maturity, and the boys at school were liking her, and her parents were, let's get you away from that scene, and started homeschooling her, But her mom was a really good mother, really good woman. Took in a lot of animals. Tried to take care of a lot of animals until the end when she got really bad on ice. And skipped town for like a month and left all the fucking animals at home. Snakes, many snakes and fish and horses. I remember we went into the house and all the snakes were dead. All the fish were fucking dead. One of the horses had escaped the pen and was in our yard, fucking like that skinny. We had to call animal control. It was a bad situation, but she started out really caring for these animals, and she seemed like a good woman, was trying to raise her children. Yeah, Bells, I swear to God, man, we walked into the house like after 2 weeks. We're like, where is this woman? We knew she didn't have any. We knew she had a shit ton of animals, and we went in there, and all the animals were dead, man. No, well, there was a couple of snakes that were alive, and it was probably no longer than 2 weeks. One snake though was all fucked up. He was halfway in and out the cage. I got scared by the horse. I don't know if I told y'all that story. I'll tell y'all again one day. But anyway, yeah. So at the time though, Michael fell head over heels for this girl Amanda, guys, while I was at Job Corps, and every time that I came home from Job Corps, like I say, I was over 18. How old was I? I was 19, I think. I had a girlfriend, and I knew Michael liked this girl Amanda, so I wasn't gonna fuck with her at all. You know what I mean? Like I didn't need that. You know what I mean? I had my own shit going on. But every time that I would come home from Job Corps, this Amanda girl would make it her point to come to the house. Now, all throughout the week, Michael would sit there and talk to her and try to see if she wanted to come over, or Michael would walk by her house down this old dirt road or whatever, trying to get her attention and shit. But she wouldn't necessarily come over, maybe once a week with her dad, but for like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Enough to make Michael think that maybe she kind of liked him or something like that, because Michael really believed that she liked him. You know what I mean? And maybe there was a little bit of flirtiness there to it. Michael was seriously kind of like Bobby Hill. Like he didn't have the looks, but he had a certain amount of wit. and charm, and innocence about himself. You know what I mean? That he can, if he opened up, he can grow on people a little bit. And he was hoping that that was going to be the case with her. And they did kind of get some sort of friendship, I guess, or whatnot. But every time that I would show up, she would pretty much she would ghost Michael. And Michael would grow depressed, and I guess he would grow unconfident with himself, and he would go to the room and he'd put on his Slipknot mask and he'd cut the lights out and he'd turn the music on and he'd make it a point to let the whole fucking house know that he was upset. He was doing whatever he could to try and get fucking Amanda to come in the room and show him attention. Because Amanda, she would try to figure out ways to get around me and kick her leg up, and you want to see my new cheer? Like she was a recent cheerleader. She wasn't even in school no more, but she was still like doing cheers. Like you see how these girls are on TikTok now? That's how Amanda was back then, but without TikTok. It was the weirdest fucking thing. She was just full of life and energy, and she really wanted to like impress me and get noticed by me for some reason. Like I say, I was in a really low point in my life. I was at Job Corps. I was 225 pounds. I was still a practicing alcoholic, low life loser. You know what I mean? But she saw something in me or whatever, that, just triggered something in her to, act goofy, whenever she was around or whenever I was around, like, how that is, like girls, they'll have that goofy silliness about them when they're younger. It's kind of how they flirt. That was her, and I noticed it. I'm very streetwise. I may not be book smart, especially when it comes to like math and shit. Like I can, once I get into damn like trigonometry and shit, I'm all fucked. You know what I mean? But I've been around the block a time or two. I know when people are trying to play me and shit. And I know when people are putting on and shit. And I can just tell. And I was seeing that it was really hurting Michael. You know what I mean? So I would kind of try my best to stay out of it, but like I wasn't gonna just not come home on the weekends. You know what I mean? I remember I told y'all a time, or I don't know if maybe Michael even told y'all how I called him up one night and I was like, "Hey bud, what's up, man?" Like I had no clue that he was harboring these resentments towards me, And I called up when I was like, "Hey bud, what's up, man? I'm coming home this weekend. Gonna hang out. How about that?" And Michael's like, "Oh yeah, bro, hell yeah. Oh, this, that, and third. We'll have tacos. And hey, have you seen Lord of the Rings yet?" That was one of the Lord of the Rings, Deuces Wild, bunch of cool ass movies were coming out at the time, and DVD was making its fresh debut. We'll watch this, that, and the third, and we'll hang out, and all right, yeah, cool. And Michael even told the story about how, peace, man. He'd hang up the phone, and Dad was selling these freaking damn golf clubs, like. He got burned by this dude named Bulldog. I told y'all about Bulldog, how Bulldog always bulldogged the old man, into these really unfair trades, And I came home one weekend and Dad had like fucking 8 fucking burn barrels full of fucking golf clubs, used golf clubs, drivers and wedges and whatever the fuck else they have, And just all sitting in the damn middle bedroom, all the middle den, where the pool table was. We couldn't even fucking play pool because Dad had these fucking burn barrels full of fucking golf clubs that he never got rid of. Lost something really nice for these golf clubs, And Michael found out that I was coming home, and he's like, "All right, bro, man, I'll see you this weekend." And then he fucking starts reaching into the fucking burn barrels. Bam, 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 bam. Just starts fucking destroying Dad's fucking golf clubs, dude, man. Like fucking 3 or 4 burn barrels full of fucking golf clubs until there's like a fucking twisted mass of chaos and drivers and golfer fucking induced anxiety, just before him, that he just fucking damn Dad's fucking money that he just putted into the fucking shitter, and all because I was coming home that weekend. And I came home and they, Steve told me about it. He's like, "Oh, Michael, he didn't want you here. And that's when I really started. That's when I really first found out about it. You know what I mean? I'm like, what do you mean? And, oh yeah, points over to like beside the trailer, man, and there's this fucking just twisted metal bird nest of fucking damn putters and drivers and shit that Michael obliterated across the pool table because I was coming home for the weekend, and that he knew that Amanda was gonna want to hang around with me. And so yeah, so anyways, there's one particular moment in which Michael believes that I slept with his girlfriend, that I stole his girlfriend, in which first off, they were never a couple. She never had those feelings for him. It was almost like Kang's daughter, Khan's daughter from King of the Hill, Bonnie. Was her name Bonnie? Bonnie and Bobby? Connie? I think her name was Connie. And Bobby, you know how they were just friends. You know what I mean? Michael was Bobby Hill and Amanda was Connie. She didn't want anything to do with him like that. You know, but not according to Michael. If you listen to Michael's rap song, what was the song? What was the rap song in which Michael accuses me of stealing his girlfriend? The rap song in which Booby accuses me of stealing Connie? Well, anyway, so I come home, I realize that there is an issue, there's a problem, you know, and Amanda I guess she had been realized that there was an issue and shit. And by this point, I guess maybe Michael has done started some shit with her, talked some shit to her, and she's looking to really kind of trigger him emotionally, you know. One point had already went down a couple of weeks before I came home, in which it was JC's birthday. I promised y'all a JC birthday story. Well, I'll share with you all the drunk Chuck E. Cheese's story one day, maybe in the next live stream, if y'all would like that. But today we're going to share another birthday story in which I came home and they had JC's birthday party at Bulldog's. Bulldog dad into letting him have JC's party there. It was like the jankiest fucking birthday party of all time. But at this birthday party, Michael was recording. Michael had a camcorder and he was recording, right? And the only thing that Michael recorded, and this was JC's birthday party, and we all watched it afterward and laughed at him as a fucking family, guys. Michael was supposed to record JC's birthday party for like my papa and my mama, because, or no, not my mama, not my papa either, because mama had died and papa wasn't there anymore. There was some family members or whatever that we were recording JC's birthday party for, that they were going to come over and watch, and we go to watch the video, and it's fucking Michael just filming Amanda the whole time. There's Amanda sitting there at the table by herself eating her cake and shit, and she's kind of like glancing uncomfortably over at the camera. You know what I mean? Then next thing you know, it shows Amanda over there by me getting some more food, getting her plate of food and shit. You know, damn, talking to me, and you see me walking away, trying, because I knew that there was something going. I knew that Michael was upset, I guess, maybe, or maybe I felt it. Maybe I didn't know for sure yet. I felt it though. And so I was trying to put something between me and her, you know. And how'd it go? Fucking trying to figure out this. I'm trying to think of the timeline right here. It wasn't the weekend before. It was some time between when it went down with Amanda and when he broke the golfing clubs. Because after that party, like a week later, we would watch the video. And we would see that Michael was pretty much fucking recording her the whole time. All fucking just like very obsessively. You know what I mean? Focused on her and like, happy birthday, dear JC. And he's recording Amanda. Happy birthday to you. And then Michael, oh yeah, happy birthday, Amanda. Trying his weird way to get in on it. Like you see how Michael will sit there and comment on random OnlyFans workers on Twitter. Michael tries to test the waters with these maybe a little more attractive ladies on OnlyFans and tries to bring in Bridget now and shit. He's trying to do that with Amanda. So what are you doing? Eating that cake, huh? You know. And yeah, dude, it was the god awful cringiest, you know. But I realized that Michael had something for her, and I'm like, ah. And Michael even noticed in that video, he said himself that he noticed in that video that she was following me around, like the fucking proof was on camera. Like there is no delusion, you know, in video. You can sit there and make it all you want in your head, but when the video is right there, and Michael, I told Michael, like, you see it, Michael? I'm trying. Michael's like, yeah, I see it. Well, then a few weeks later, he's still pissed off and holding resentments towards me for, you know, her obvious affections and attraction towards me. And he destroys fucking, you know, dad's golf clubs and shit that he has to try and sell, which he wasn't going to sell. These things were garbage. Um, but nonetheless, you know, Michael's got issues with me, you know, and I kind of got a little pissy with it. I got a little drunk that weekend. I got a little high, and I was like, you know what? Fuck you, then, Michael. You want to play? You want to get mad? You want to sit there and accuse me? Well, then I'll go ahead and I'll lay the charm on fucking thick, bro. And I did. That was the weekend of charming Charlie, my friends. I went ahead and became friendly with Amanda, and I talked and and I brought her into to my circle of attention a little bit. Drew her in just to watch Michael get fucking mad, right? And then I kind of distanced myself. I almost pulled the whole Dennis system. You know how the Dennis thing goes? Dependence, encourage, nurture, neglect, emotionally separate. I kind of like pulled the Dennis on her a little bit, right? In which what Michael was doing to her, she started doing to me. You know how Michael, how I told you how Michael was all would get sad and disconnected and would go hide in the room and cut the lights off and try to get Nick and Nico says the Charlie system. Bro, I pulled the Charlie system on her. Except I didn't pull the trigger because she was underage and I wasn't, you know what I mean? I wasn't willing to go as far as Michael did with Bridget. You know what I'm saying? Michael would end up being 22 banging Bridget when she was 14. I just wasn't willing to go that far with, you know, just to piss Michael off. You know what I mean? That's all this was. I didn't really like the girl. I just wanted to piss Michael off, right? And it worked, man. Here we are talking about it 20 years later, my friend. Ching. So how Michael would hide in the room and he'd cut the lights off and he'd turn on music and he turned the depression up to full blast, you know. She started doing that and she went to Kimberly's room and she laid down in the room and had the music on. And then Michael went in there to talk to her. And she told Michael that she didn't want him in there. She wanted to talk to me. And she said that, it's about you, but I want to talk to Charlie. She gave Michael that whole routine that she was upset with Michael and she needed somebody else to talk to. And maybe Michael's brother, maybe and don't you know that fucking burned him. Michael, like, she wants to talk to you. And fell down on that goddamn waterbed so fast, dude, that he looked like Poseidon. Boom, 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 boom. That if he were a fucking boat, that motherfucking waterbed would have tipped his ass the fuck over, would have Titanicked his ass. So, he hit that motherfucking waterbed so hard that you heard a smack. I'm surprised they didn't fucking knock his big fat ass out. He was just doing the dead man on that motherfucker. Blah, 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 blah. Swear to God. It was a waterbed that he always cried on at night. And he hit that motherfucker with a smack. And so I go in the room. I'm like, I go in Kimberly's bedroom where Amanda is holed up, crying about Michael. And then she goes on to talk about how Michael isn't me. And I'm like, like I'm in there and I know that, you know, like I'm playing a dangerous game here, guys. You know what I'm saying? Not only does Michael really like this girl, you know what I'm saying, but I'm overage. You know what I'm saying? Very quickly, you know what I'm saying, this girl could fall in love with me or some shit and be like, hey, yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd already lived through that. I watched my own father get falsely accused of rape. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't willing to, have the same shit done to me. After I seen how horribly, the damage, all the damage it caused to my own father's personal life, plus the whole family, we all kind of crumbled over that shit. I wasn't, gonna put myself in a similar situation. That's it for the Red Bull. So, but I did want to tweak Michael's nips a little bit, So I'm in there and she's going off about how, she's stuck out in this kind, out in the country with nobody. Her mom and dad won't let her go to school and talk to boys, and how the only one she has around here, out there to talk to was Michael. You know what I mean? And how he just wasn't, mature enough for her. Oh yeah. How he always followed her around like a puppy dog, and how he didn't, how he was sweet and all, but he just didn't have that certain masculinity that she needed. She needed a guy. She needed somebody with some muscles, or maybe not even that, because I didn't have muscles. I just had this fucking chip on my shoulders. I had this super ego. I thought I was more than I was, and sometimes that would radiate through my personality and shit like that. If you're confident enough to believe it enough, I mean, that confidence will shine through, into which it did so with me, and she's telling me that, Michael just doesn't have that. You know what I mean? A comedic chant says Michael sounds like one of those creeps in a Lifetime movie. I mean, you see where he is now, dude. It's not a Lifetime movie. It's more of a Netflix movie. You see The Most Hated Man in America going on right now with who? Hunter Moore, with the whole revenge porn thing, destroying people's lives and manipulating people through social media and shit. That's going to be Michael, and that's going to be Fatty. If somebody were to dig deep into Michael and Fatty's stories and share it with Netflix, make a movie out of it, that would be them. Their stories would mirror Hunter Moore's, pulling the same shit. But before the internet, Michael, he was a fucking loser that would splat the waterbed and cry on it, because he didn't have what it took, to get with the ladies, to excel in the real world, in a world that wasn't controlled by social media. And yeah, what it says, iPowder says, wait, if she didn't go to school, how was she a cheerleader? I told you, she went to school. She was a cheerleader. She became a cheerleader. The guy started freaking jacking off thinking about her or whatever, and the parents took her out of school. Are you not listening to what the hell I said? Freaking moron. Open your fucking ears. So Michael was all freaking jacking off to her on the waterbed, and she has me in the bedroom talking about how he's just not, manly enough, how he doesn't have what she needs, and how she's suffocating out there in the country, you know what I mean, by herself. You know what I mean? How she's, being held down by her parents, and which the same thing happened to her sister, and which is the reason why her sister got pregnant and moved out, at 18. And the same thing happened to Amanda. She's got a child right now that is like half her age. If Amanda was 15, 20 years ago, now Amanda's 35 and her child is 20. Or no, maybe a little, because according to Michael, she had a baby at like 17. But anyway, so we're in this room with the door shut, dude. In Kimberly's room with the door shut. And she told Michael that she wanted to talk to me. Don't you know that Michael's in that bedroom and on that waterbed right now, just with the craziest fucking thoughts going through his head, bro. He's got the Charlie porn playing full blast in his mind, dude. All he can imagine is Eyes Wide Shut meets Trailer Park. Meets Trailer Park Charlie. I don't know. Like, who knows what the fuck he was imagining, but he was in it deep. He believes that I slept with his girlfriend. He believes that I slept with an underage girl just to upset him. I'm telling you, I didn't. I, 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 made you fucking feel like I did, perhaps. I wanted to get you fucking jealous, and here we are 20 years later talking about it, and I think it fucking worked. Ha! Dago said a tsunami. Can you just imagine that? Bro, that fucking wave reached California from Ladson, South Carolina, all the way to California. I'm surprised that fucking waterbed didn't slam through the bedroom wall with the force Michael hit that bitch with. It was like deep impact, like a comet breaking the Earth's atmosphere and slamming into the ocean. Ah, my God, right? So like I say, I'm in there and she's beating Michael down and she's asking why, she's almost like telling me that she wants to be with me. She wants somebody like me around the country area where they live. She was basically saying, hey, will you hook up with me or something? And I'm like, eh. And then she asked me to massage her back. First off, now let me, oh my God, guys, all right, here goes. So after about an hour, I swear to God, of us in Kimberly's room, Kimberly wasn't never around anymore. She was off with that Jenny girl, and they were out getting fucked up. Holy shit. I'll share that story with you later. But you wonder why Kimberly moved to New York? It was because she was all strong. Well, I'll share that story with y'all on another live stream. Who wants to know why Kimberly moved to New York and what exactly went down with her and Dad? Give me a number one. Hit me up. Oh, I smell crescent rolls. I know I may have shared it once before, but the beauty about my videos being constantly taken is that they leave the internet, people forget, and I can share again. But you all remember, if anyone remembers, you might remember, I've done shared it a little bit before, I think. Does anyone remember the story that I told about Kimberly and why she moved to New York? It's a fucking doozy. Woo! But anyway, so where we at? Oh yeah, in the bedroom with Amanda for about an hour. I knew I was pushing and I'm like, fuck, people are really gonna start talking and wondering, and I'm really pissing Michael off. Well, Michael comes into the fucking room. Hey, is everything all right? And by this point, she's laying down on the bed on her stomach, you know what I mean, and showing her butt. Got her butt all popped up out in the air, and she's, it's like no matter how much I try to console her, and I was honestly trying to be nice to her and trying because she was really painting a grim image of her life, and that everything sucked and that she just wanted to run away and die and shit like that, and I was really trying to console her, make her feel better. You know what I mean? At one point I did even kind of put my arm around her and kind of give her a pat and was like, it's all right, And then that's when she laid down on the bed, and was like, no, it's not, and then about 5 minutes of that, and then Michael comes back in. He's like, what's up? Everything okay? And she's like, leave me alone, Michael. I can't get no privacy from you. And he sees her laying on the bed, and he sees me like kind of sitting on the bed, like, and she's like, go away. And man, you could have seen his heart break. You remember the episode of The Simpsons where Ralphie's fucking heart? You can actually pinpoint when his heart tears in two. That's kind of almost how Michael was, and you saw the heartbreak in his eyes. Though he tried not to show it on his face, but you saw his heart his eyes just shatter. The heart in his eyes, just his soul just shatter in a million little pieces, and he slowly closed the door, as the glittering glass of emotion just turned into tears, man, welling up, waiting to drop out of the presence of his love. Shout out to John Snyder. So Michael's heart shatters and he shuts the door, and she starts to kind of try to lay it on thicker. She's like, oh, you don't care. She wants me to damn lay back down on the bed with her at this point. I swear to God, man, I feel like she was trying to get me to go all the way with her. Guys, like, she was on the bed. She was damn laid out, kind of had her, you don't care. And she was doing a little moving around with her butt, kind of back, moving her head, making her butt bounce and stuff. And like I said, the girl was kind of attractive. I'm not going to lie, man. Like, I was freaking, how old was I? I was 20. She was 15. There wasn't much of a difference, but it was still wrong and it was still illegal. And I still could have gotten a lot of trouble for it. On top of the fact that she was my brother's crush, or should I say, yeah, she was my brother's crush, dude. I knew that he had a thing for me. And the whole family actually sat there and picked on him about it as a family. And man, times were so different back then. We sat there as a family and was like, oh, but it's all right, Mike. We love you, you know. And yeah, I knew that she was, he was madly in love with her, you know. But and so it was getting dangerously close. I'm like, all right, done. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, well, I had enough of Michael. You know what I mean? Like I broke his soul. I saw it, as he came in and tried to console her or whatever, and she kicked him out once again. And I really saw what she was about. I was like, all right, that's enough, and I left the room. I walked back out, and by that point, though, the damage was really done, man. Like, I knew that I had hurt Michael, that I pretty much made the point, man, if I wanted to, Michael, I fucking could have, okay? But I didn't, so fuck off. And I think I even kind of said something along those lines. You know what I mean? Like, I was still drinking heavy at the time. I can't remember exactly how it was, but it came out, and I was like, look, I didn't fuck with her. But Michael didn't believe me. I did all that to try and make, to prove to him that I could, but wouldn't, and all he had in his mind was that I did, was that I conquered a certain land that he couldn't, that I took his love away from him. And it just was not the truth, man. Like I say, they weren't even a couple. She told me straight up how she felt about him and how he was just a friend and how she was, not attracted to him like that she was into people more like me, more manly, more confident in themselves. You know what I mean? Michael lacked that confidence. Michael still to this day lacks that confidence in himself. Which is why him and Bridget, they go out and they seek these OnlyFans workers and these Backpage workers, and they have their threesomes and shit. Because Michael just settled for Bridget. They just settled for each other, and they have to search outside of that relationship in order to find any sort of sexual gratification. In which, like I said, Bridget lacks that confidence in herself too, which is why she got with a Michael. Which is why Michael groomed her. Michael got with her at 22 and she was 14. Or he was 22 and she was 15 by the time they went to go see Zach and Miri make a porno, and he openly admitted to having sexual relations with her, having her blow him. And then she moved on in with him. But he was 21 and she was 14, and he was sending her nudes and she was sending them back because of his lack of confidence. Does that make sense to y'all? Rebecca Spratling says, and Cindy allowed it. I mean, Cindy lacks a certain amount of confidence herself. You know what I mean? And self-respect. And Cindy said, maybe Cindy don't see anything wrong with it. Of course, Cindy tries to say that Dougie was over 21 whenever she started messing with him. But according to Dougie, he was going to school still. He was still going to school when they were messing around. He was the bus driver and she was the bus driver's bitch. She felt like queen bitch of the bus because she was banging the bus driver. Oh, but 30 years later, it's supposedly wrong. But it's not wrong that she pimped her daughter out to an older man. And I saw today, man, like was thinking about Cindy earlier, man, with that ridiculous fucking hair. She kind of reminds me of Miss Piggy. Cindy, what's Cindy West? Cindy Weston? Bridget Cindy. Let me put up Bridget Cindy. Bridget West Cindy. Hold on. Look at this. Hold on. Damn, she's got a fucking serial killer face too. She kind of looks like Pennywise the Clown in that right there. Hey, Georgie, want a balloon? And look at that hair though. Miss Piggy. Tell me that's not Cindy, yo. Look at the hair, the nose, even the pearls. Huh? Bro. Miss Piggy, bro. Where are your pearls? How you like that Collins? Says spot on. I swear to God, bro, she got a new fucking name, bro. Miss Piggy. And Bridget's the little piggy. Did you? I mean, did you really expect high hopes from Cindy regarding her daughter? Nah, man. She's like, aim low, honey. You landed in Trailwood. Stay there, baby. Stay in Trailwood. You can't. You're not gonna. And the fact that Michael had dad is the only reason that Michael made it out of the ghetto. If it wasn't for Grandpa, Michael would still be in the fucking ghetto. Michael would still be living somewhere in damn North Charleston or something. He wouldn't have what he has now. Because if he did, he'd be growing what he has now. Instead of watching it just fucking circle the shit tubes. I said poobs. Shit pipe, shit tubes, the shit poobs. If Michael, if what Michael has now is he really got because of himself, it'd be even bigger now. But no, Dad passed away and shit just went downhill. Michael's getting half of the views now that he was getting 2 years ago. A year ago, Michael was getting 300,000 views still. 250, 300. Now he's lucky to break 150. And that's even with Tuna in the videos. That's even with making peace with Dougie. And that's a damn shame, man. Ain't it? Like if Michael actually cared more about family and Grandpa's legacy. Honestly, look at it this way. If Michael really cared about Grandpa's legacy, he would have hoarded so much more content. Michael would have came over every day and be like, hey, Grandpa, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Any word to your youngins this week? Grandpa, we're going to need to make a catalog for when you're gone. Grandpa, here's a camera and I want you and Lauren to blah, 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 blah. I'll send you an itinerary with ideas. We'll do videos. We'll stock these motherfuckers up and then I'll drop one a month or something for everyone to keep you alive and your spirit alive. Michael hasn't done that. Michael's taken clips and shit from old videos. How many new videos have y'all gotten? 2? 3? Other than that, Michael has taken clips from old videos and then recording himself and in the room that Grandpa built. Nikki and Nico's dumbassery says now it's Mike and Pig mukbanging and fake family drama. Jennifer got arrested for robbing the credit union, quote unquote, and he always has his hand over his face for a thumbnail. For real, man. Don't y'all miss when there used to be bangers that would hit on Sunday? Don't y'all fucking miss those Sunday bangers? Grandpa was out there fucking raising damn hell and giving you all a piece of his mind and giving the world a piece of their ass. And what do you have now? R.I.P. Clyde, Kimberly burning Harry Potter books, Tuna hobbling around the fucking street like some kind of fucking bionic badass, like some kind of bionic trailer park badass. Whom I tell you, Tuna, you come hobbling up my fucking way, I'm going to slap you to the curb. I don't care who you are. I'll treat you just like Michael if you walk up on this damn doorstep. Still waiting for Michael to give his fans what they want and come to my house with that camera so he can record himself getting his ass whooped. I wonder if Michael can actually hold a camera like this while he's getting punched in the fucking face and kicked in the fucking stomach and ribs. Can you imagine that? Oh, guys. Oh, he's killing. Oh, God. Don't worry, because Erica's going to be recording. Waiting for that, bro. That's what y'all really want. That's what I'm really waiting for. You know? Ashton, the Elvis fan, says, you wouldn't do that. I would do that, and I will do that. Prove me wrong. Pull up. Prove me wrong, Michael. Pull up like you told everyone you were going to do. You should have did it months ago, bro. Like, here I am now. I'm 168. Doing plenty of push-ups and pull-up. I'm about to start doing my pull-ups, guys. There's a new technique I learned where you can kind of do it while laying down, like, you know, a vertical type pull-up. You know, that'll help you work you out into doing pull-ups, you know. And after all the bullshit that Michael has put me through, you think I don't want to lay hands on that boy? You think that I wouldn't, given the opportunity, that I wouldn't put my hands on that kid? Because you were sadly mistaken, bro. And Michael knows it for a fact. That's why he hasn't pulled up. That's why he hasn't. That's why he'd rather create a character of me on WW2K and beat me up on a video game. And I know y'all, Brianna Trevino wants to see that happen. How many of y'all want to see Michael get his ass whooped? Give me a number one. Not even by me, but just by somebody. And he deserves it. Give me a number one if you believe that Michael deserves good old-fashioned ass whipping. Just for what he did to Grandpa. He leached Grandpa dry. Soaked every fucking dime. To the point where Kimberly and Jennifer didn't get any sort of inheritance whatsoever. Everything that was Grandpa's went to Michael. You know why? Because Grandpa had nothing in his name. Nothing truly belonged to Grandpa. It was all Michael's. And when Grandpa died, Michael just said, okay, thank you. I'll absorb it. I'll take it all back. I was letting Grandpa use it. Then when he passed, I took it all back. There was no will where Grandpa could leave his house to this person and that. Don't you think that if Dad honestly straight out owned that fucking trailer, that he would have signed it over to Jennifer instead of Michael? That it wouldn't be Michael's trailer, that it would be Jennifer's trailer, that her and the boys would have an honest, secure place to stay? Decaying Selenium tuberosum. Damn. Said, would Mike polish the knob for the right price? I think Michael would probably polish the knob for the wrong price. Michael is paying Fatty to polish his knob right now. Fatty's got so much info on Michael, and Michael has given Fatty so much power that Michael's got to sit over there and polish Fatty's knob and give him money to do it. You know, don't you believe, though, that fucking Grandpa would have left that trailer to the boys and Jennifer, let them have a secure place to stay, rather than Michael own it and hold it over Jennifer's fucking head? Come on. And then Michael turns around and goes on No Jumper and claims that Grandpa had no money or possessions or anything of value because he was spending $40,000+ a month on drugs. Who remembers that? Press the number one. If you remember when Michael went on No Jumper and accused Dad of spending $40,000 a month on drugs. God damn you, Michael. Stole everything from the old man and then blamed it on him. I can go to No Jumper's video right now and pull it right up. There's a fucking comment that gives all the timestamp and everything. How sad is that shit? David James says Michael polishes Bridget's knob. I wouldn't be surprised if Bridget had a strap on that she takes to Michael every now and again. And I'll never forget at that time that we did the video, the Grandpa ruins the Super Bowl. Back whenever the Panthers went to the Super Bowl and Dad flipped out. You know, we staged that whole video that night. And it started out really good, man. It started out really good. To the point where that Michael thought he had a banger. You know, Michael got all excited and he saw the views. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm having sex tonight." I was like, "Oh shit, really?" Me and Dad kind of looked at each other a little bit, like, "Fuck." Like the only thing that gets Michael excited, the only thing that can get Michael's dick hard enough to have sex is a good video. Yeah. Damon Bucker, much love. Says, "I don't know what you're on. It's hard to spend $40K a month on drugs." I mean, $40,000 a month on drugs. Let's go ahead and divide $40K by 30. I'm not that smart to do that on my off of my head. So let's see here. Go to a calculator. 40,000 divided by 30. Dude, that's $1,333 a day in drugs. Michael trying to say that Dad spent over $1,000 a day on dope. Do I got to pull up the video? Jack Burton, much love, says, "I love it when you're spitting out your truths." Bro, and I'm going to be spitting out my truths for years to come now. Every time that I try to stop and I try to go off and I try to do my own thing, Michael has to try and suck me back in. Maybe Michael's a glutton for punishment. Like I said, I don't really believe this has anything to do with Michael. I believe that Michael would love it if Michael loves it when I'm not saying anything, but he has to get drugged back in. They have to drag me back in because I am what brings some sort of relevance to Fatty. Used to bring relevance to Fatty. Fatty used to use me as a reason to be this social justice warrior, you know, that nobody believes him to be anymore. Everybody sees Michael and Fatty for the fucking the online trolls that they are. How they dox and they threaten and harass and manipulate. Everybody knows these fuckers for who they are now. Whenever Michael first brought out Fatty and propped him up, you know, everybody thought the best of Fatty because Fatty was Michael's endorsement. Fatty was Michael's boy. Michael had this pristine image and reputation to which Fatty thrived and was able to pull all his bullshit without being labeled a freaking an online predator, a bully, a narcissist. But here you are, flash forward 5 years later, Michael's reputation is in such disarray that Fatty's reputation is in such disrepair that everybody knows exactly who the fuck they are now. There is no hiding intentions or souls or who you really are anymore. Everybody knows exactly who the fuck Michael is. Everybody knows exactly how the fuck Fatty operates. And they're not looked at as social justice warriors anymore. That they're being exposed for their shit. And that Michael, for one, would rather me be quiet and not say anything. Because being a part of the family and being my father's son and being involved in the situation for as many years as I have been so closely, that my credibility and my word is worth so fucking much. That I come out here and I drop these bombs in these waves and they cause damage to Michael's ass. And they cause serious damage to his reputation. part of the reason that Michael's reputation is in the shitter the way it is not just because of him, not just because he has clickbaited his shit that into the shitter. It's also because of what I came out and what I've shown you all, and what I've told you all, and what has turned out to be a fact. How many times have I come on here at the beginning? Who remembers whenever I was in the damn the hotels, drunk as a motherfucker, but still spitting facts and telling you all that Michael and Bridget were out there banging Backpage call girls, and that they had an open relationship, and that how Michael and Bridget were like, no, we're not. That's not us. That's Charlie. Flash forward a couple years later, and Michael and Bridget are like, we've been in an open relationship. You know that. Yeah, we're gonna try to get this one. Yeah, we just had this one. Yeah, Michael's. Yeah, I just had a threesome with a girl this weekend. Charlie's jealous. I'm not jealous because I'm not searching for an open relationship, because I found peace and comfort in what I have enough anyway, to where I don't have to go screw another woman, to where I don't have to go flirt with other women, pay other women to come in my marital bed while my children are sleeping in the other room. Or do you send the kids off with Aunt Cindy or Grandma Cindy when y'all bring over these prostitutes, which are what they really are? You call them call girls, you call them OnlyFans all you want, but technically they're prostitutes. You pay them for their sexual services, they're prostitutes. Do you send the children off for a sleepover when you bring prostitutes to your house, or do you bang these prostitutes while your children are sleeping in their own beds? Answer me that. Hookers that could potentially have pimps sitting in the driveway in the car with a loaded gun in case you or Bridget go too far with the sexual carnage. Devin Black September said that could be a big problem with CPS, bro. Well, maybe somebody should go ahead and call CPS and share some information with them about these Backpage call girls and OnlyFans that are going to Michael's house for paid sex sessions. Michael and Bridget openly fucking admitted, and I told y'all years ago that it was going down. Michael and Bridget are like, no. Now they sit there and joke about it. They're like, who doesn't? If you're not secure enough in your relationship to have an outside relationship, I swear to God, they told people that. They try to make people feel bad for not having open relationships. They try to make people feel bad for not seeking outside comfort. Fucking disgusting. So, haha, Rebecca Spratling says, I feel sorry for the prostitutes. So do I, man. Like, but not really. They know what they're getting into. Like, I mean, but overall, I do feel sorry, because like they don't have that sense of security enough in their life. They don't have those skills or abilities, you know what I mean, to do anything other than sex work. You know what I mean? That they can't go to a bank and change people's checks out for money. That they can't go, work a cash register. That they can't go be somebody in life and contribute to our society. The only contribution that they give to our society is a nut. I love that shit. That song by Lil Durk, Weirdo Hoes. Bitch fucking for cash, you ain't got it, huh? Bitch, you ain't got it, huh? Bitch, you ain't got it, huh? All these OnlyFans bitches, man, trying to make a dime, a nickel and dime, by showing their asses and cooters and titties online, trying to create OnlyFans pages because they don't have enough fucking skills to make it in the real world. Real skills. Anybody can show their ass and titties and make money, or nah, you got to look good. I really don't see Floppy Belly making too much money off of her OnlyFans. She's begging for cigarette and blunt money. This bitch is showing cooter for change. Her and mayonnaise. And I got to say, how pathetic is it that she ain't got what it takes to succeed in the world off of your brain and off of your muscle, off of your physical ability. Hank's world. Ha! Says Erica would make bank. I'm sure Erica would make more than they would make. But Erica's a classy woman. Erica respects herself. You ain't never gonna find a naked picture of Erica online, unless it's fucking made, photoshopped. You got these girls out here freaking spreading eagle for $9.95 a month. And you got people like Bridget paying for it because her man isn't satisfied with her. So 7:42. We've been on here 2.5 hours. I guess it's almost time for me to get off here, bro. I've dropped some fucking bombs though. And I appreciate all of you coming in here and joining. We had a fun time. Did y'all enjoy tonight's live stream? Give me a hit of number 1 if you enjoyed tonight's live stream. And what should we stream about next time? Should I share the story with you all about why Kimberly is in New York and the fucked up shit that she did to make Dad want her out of his house? It's sad. It's worse than Father of the Year. Y'all heard the Father of the Year story, right? Devin Black September you don't remember the Father of the Year story? Oh shit. Well, I'm about to share that with you next time too. We'll gloss over that because it's a very popular story. But there are a lot of instances and situations in that story that have not been covered. Like the time that Kimberly snuck out of the window. Dad wouldn't let her go hang out with her boyfriend, so she snuck out the window, went to her friend Samantha's house, and told Samantha's mother that Dad beat her. Did I tell that story? We'll share that next time too. But yeah, like honestly, Michael, I've given you chances. I went 2 months being cool, not saying shit, doing my own thing, not giving shit about the numbers. We got 300 people watching right now. There are a lot of people that are interested in your downfall. They like hearing this dirt, this filth that I particularly didn't find too much pride in dishing out. But that you have forced me, bro. That you have forced me into damn coming out and doing this. I had a lot of fun doing it, but there was also a lot of shame, man. It was like, But the only reason there was some shame was because I care about you. I love you. You're my little brother. I hate constantly dragging your ass through the fucking mud like the pig you are. But goddamn it, if you're going to sit there and throw blows and your fat ass puppet boy is going to sit there and throw blows, then I'm going to continue to stay on the attack, on the assault. And it's not going to help you out at all, brother. We got 300 people here watching. We got 154 likes. Go ahead and hit that like button if you are enjoying watching Michael get his ass handed to him. Let's see if we can get that fucking those likes to match up the viewers. 150. Come on. Let me see if we can get 150 likes in a couple of minutes before I get off of here. 162 likes. These are how many people that want Michael to have his ass exposed. These ain't all slob mob that are watching me right now. I'm sure all 20 of slob mob's finest are watching right now. But there's still a good freaking 280 that are watching that want to see Michael fucking taken down and that love to watch his ass handed to him. All right, it was an extra 20. Maybe there's some people that are 190. Hit that like button if you're enjoying watching Michael have his ass handed to him. It's going to continue. And like I say, Michael, you know that he can't stand one person going after his ass. I just said 2. One troll account going after his ass. How do you think he feels about this? Let's see if he's crying. If he's crying on Twitter right now. I haven't even looked. Nope. All he's saying is blow tomorrow. He ain't said shit. All that rah-rah. Like he wants something. And once I turn around and face his ass, he goes into hiding. And I didn't say nothing. What I do? I didn't do nothing. Like a punk. That shows you right there how weak they are. Marianne says, but we all know he's watching. You goddamn right Michael's watching right now. Hey, buddy. I'm looking good, ain't I? I've got a dentist appointment at the end of the month. How about that shit, guys? My teeth are a little yellow. They're not as yellow as Michael's. But there is a little yellowing to it, discoloration. I'm gonna go, but I've got health insurance, dental, all that shit full. I don't have Medicare or Medicaid. I'm not living off of the state or YouTube. I pay for my own health insurance, and I set up a dentist appointment at the end of the month, and I'm gonna go ahead and get my teeth cleaned. How you like that? And no tuna. These teeth are real, baby. Look, there's even a couple of cavities in there. One right there and one right there. I think I'll go ahead and have my dentist go ahead and take care of those since I have proper dental insurance. I might as well go ahead and take advantage of it. Guys, it's so crazy. I've been living so long without health insurance and shit that every time I get sick or something, I would just deal with it. Now I've got myself an HSA card. I've got health insurance. You know what I mean? I'm able to take care of myself when I get sick. And it's a wonderful feeling. It's crazy. I'm like, shit, I am an adult. The other day, I was checking out my 401k. It's almost time to re-enroll. You get to re-enroll every like 3 times a year or something. And I'm about to re-enroll or re-enlist, and I'm about to add more to my 401k so that I can have more at the end of the line. Like, I am building for my future in a very serious and real way. And Michael can't fucking stand it, bro. I love it. The best says kept a steady 300. Yeah, we've kept a steady through. We're at 297. 300 is a really great number. Like I say, fucking Tuna can't even get damn 100. Is Tuna live right now? Scooter can't even fucking get damn 200. With Fatty involved. Decaying Solanum tuberosum. That's crazy. That's a crazy name, man. Dropped a 20 bomb on me. Thank you. I appreciate that trigger chat. It always comes in handy, man. I got a lot of money, guys. I'm going to get my truck fixed. Thanks to all of you. Tuna got offline. Tuna canceled her live stream. She couldn't beat me. She tried going head to head and she fucking failed. Which I don't care about the numbers anyways, guys. I've got one thing right here, and that's to trigger and expose Michael and Fatty and all of them. I bet Fatty's over there triggered right now talking about me. Let's look. On Twitter. Yeah. Oh my God, here it is. Isn't today his daughter's birthday or something? Oh no, that was yesterday. Like, bro, it's Sunday. You got kids. Stop watching me. Talking about The Rock. How about that, Fatty? I can't wait, guys. We're also going to go live the instant that Nikki gets partial custody of those children. Guys, Fatty and Nikki's child custody case has been postponed, has been rescheduled, and I am staying on top of that. And the instant that Nikki gets partial custody of her kids, you know that I'm going live with it. And we are all going to laugh in Fatty's face because Nikki and The Rock are going to finally be able to have those kids in their life. And you know, Fatty ain't going to be able to take it. That Nikki and The Rock are going to show those children what a real life is. That The Rock is going to show those children what a real man does. instead of sitting online all day trolling and harassing and scamming for $1. He's going to show those kids how to really go out and earn a living and how to really treat a woman. And those kids are going to grow to love him. And Fatty's not going to be able to have anything, any say-so whatsoever. That whenever they're with Mommy and Rock, that they're with Mommy and Rock. And there's nothing that Daddy can do about it. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Daddy fucking go off and try to fight the Rock. And try and dox the Rock's family and shit, yada, yada, yada. And create so much fucking drama that it causes a real legal problem for him. Hit me up with a 1 if you can see Fatty losing his shit and going into a spiral of chaos and craziness. Not 6 months after he loses full custody of those kids. He thinks he's on top right now because he has all the say-so. But that's almost coming to an end, guys. And when it does, and he loses control, that full 100% control, he's going to lose all control. If Isaac can't control 100%, he can't control any of it. Devin Black September says, not that long. Not even that long. I give it a month. I give it the instant that fucking Nikki starts sharing pictures on damn Twitter of her and The Rock and the family out having fun, out at the beach, and out having dinner with the kids and shit, showing the kids what a real good time is. Fatty's gonna become unhinged. Fatty is gonna become unzipped. And we're gonna be right there I'm gonna be right there to push it. I'm gonna be right there to fucking laugh at him live. We're all gonna be right there to retweet those pictures and show Nikki the love and support that she deserves. And shove it in Fatty's face. We're gonna be right here for it all, brother. You remember all the times that they sat there and shoved it in my face that my daughter wasn't in my life? We're going to be right there to shove it back in your face. And guess what, bro? How old are the kids? How old is the youngest? Bro, you got like a full fucking 16 years or so of paying child support and eating shit and not being able to control it, bro. Oh, man, and you're not going to be able to last. You ain't going to be able to take it. This motherfucker can't even pay rent without feeling some type of way towards the landlord. How do you think he's going to feel fucking paying child support for 4 fucking kids? This motherfucker can't even pay rent without being pissed at the landlord. You know what I'm saying? Decaying Solarium says, Dago, do you want to ban all super chats? What do you mean? I don't know where that came from. It says, Dago, what exactly did I say? I wouldn't want to offend the artist, but I'm still going to exercise my first. What did you say? Let's scroll up. You know what you said. So, I mean, yeah. Fatty can't even take fucking a fake internet girlfriend having a real boyfriend. He couldn't even take his fake internet girlfriend, Lady VSC, having a real boyfriend, Faulted Wolf, without feeling some type of way and trying to dox her and harass her. Who remembers that? How many fucking times was Fatty like, oh, this is all fake. This is all for fun. We're trolling y'all. But as soon as he finds out some shit that shit ain't going his way, Lady VSC was my real girlfriend. And she cheated on me. Ah! How about that shit? These motherfuckers are all like, this shit ain't real to me. This is just internet shit. And yet I got Steve Billings begging me to go on panel. This shit ain't serious. But yet they go live quite often trying to make you all believe that, you know, I am a serious mess. These guys are seriously into it more than they want to pretend to be. And I prove it every time that I trigger their asses. I told Steve last night, he tagged me in a thing about you're a troll that requires too much of my attention. Panel up or shut up. I said, bro, I'm not requiring any of your attention. I simply threw some troll shit out there. You responded to it. I'm trolling you right now. Any attention, I don't require your attention. I'm sitting there taking up all your attention and having a laugh at it. And he's like, oh, I guess, damn, you're right. Decaying says, Charlie, your simp Dago costs money every stream. I don't care. Fuck off out of here. Refund your $2 super chats, bro. I don't give a shit. Dago ain't no simp. If you come on here trying to talk shit, then he's going to fucking ban you. He's going to fucking remove your comments, and you can take your little change with you when you leave. How about this shit? I'll do this number right here. I'll hide user on this fucking channel. There you go, buddy. Now I just lost me $5. Take your little change and get the fuck out of here. OP, you the simp. Dago's had my back for a long motherfucking time. Dago has dodged bullets and caught arrows for my ass. Dago has stood right there in Michael's face and said, fuck you, Michael. They've gone off on fucking Dago for damn hours, 3+ hours, trying to get Dago to turn. And Dago's still my boy. They've harassed and attacked Dago for months. And Dago's still my dude. Dago's still right here saying, hey, fuck all of y'all. Dago ain't no simp. Dago ain't no bitch. Dago ain't no cooter womple. Dago ain't no scooter. Dago ain't no floppy belly. Dago ain't gonna get leaned on and roll like a weak little bitch. And guess what? I made $600 and some odd fucking dollars off a live stream Friday night by people that care, by people that ain't your ass, by people that love Dago. Fuck you. Rock and roll 52295. Thank you, brother. Says, how you doing, Charlie? Finally caught a live stream, bro. I'm doing great. About to get off of here, actually. It's 8 o'clock. I got to work tomorrow. And man, I'm amped right now. I'm already thinking about going and getting another Red Bull. I shouldn't be thinking that. Spacey, Stacy, I love you, girl. How are you doing tonight, man? Glad I can have your back on Twitter, man. We got that fucking Lena troll all worked the fuck up, didn't we? That fucker's mad. I got that fucker right now going nutty. Hey, look at my muscles, bro. How about that? Says here, you aren't missing anything and always have our backs. Dago is no traitor or simp. He is our friend. How about that shit? Any traitor or simp that was involved in my circle is gone now. They have been simped themselves out. Who remembers whenever they thought that Scooter, Takeback, aka now he's Scooter. He ain't Takeback no more, he's Scooter. Who remembers when Scooter hit the scene and people thought that Scooter was going to be the savior, that Scooter was going to be the one to take Fatty down, that Scooter was ripping Fatty a new asshole and people loved it. Flash forward a few years later, here Scooter is under Fatty's fat fucking arm. Here he is, he's Scooter's bitch. Scooter is no more than a Brent Harmon now. Ha ha! It's wonderful. And here I am, still my father's son. Guess what? I've still got almost 300 people watching that are still interested in what Angry Grandpa's firstborn son has to say. And there's nothing that Fatty, there's nothing that Kid Behind a Camera, there's nothing that Scooter or Cooter or Floppy, Flocko, any of them is going to do to take that away. Am I wrong or am I wrong? Am I right? Give me a number one if you agree. They have tried for 5 years, and here I am, stronger than ever. Dago Dad dropped the $10 bomb. Thank you so much, brother. We're going to try to do our best to get you some damn subscribers so that you can start collecting your own super chats, man. Everybody go to Dago Dad and the Kid and subscribe to his channel. Let's help him out. Haha, Dago said that's from your #1 simp, bro. Much love to my #1 simp, Dago. Ha! I love it. That's how you troll the trolls, bro. How about that shit? You know, y'all ain't done nothing but built me up onto this fucking pedestal. And I'm just going to sit atop that motherfucker and chill. And I'm going to take advantage, my man. Let's see here. David Miller says Charlie wants to talk about his sister and her children, but he's got a daughter he's never seen or raised, but talks about parenting. If I talk about parenting, I talk about the lack of parenting. I guess it takes one to fucking know one, huh? I guess if I'm talking about lack of parenting, I should know from experience then. How many times has Grandpa went live or Grandpa done on video and said, Janet, goddamn dollhouse, I'm tired of raising your fucking kids, Jennifer. Straight out of Grandpa's fucking mouth. Mm-hmm. And my baby's mama, whom I met in Job Corps, who already had one child, she was of age, you fucking moron. And by the time me and her had a kid, she was already like fucking 23 years old or some shit. We were together for like 3 fucking years before we had a kid. Like I said, she was already of age. Morons. But once again, how old was Michael and how old were Bridget when they got together? Michael was 22, she was 14. Michael seduced her on the internet. I met my girlfriend who was of age at Job Corps, a vocational rehabilitation school for young adults who are looking to get their lives on track. Do not try to compare the two. Don't try to compare me meeting my girlfriend at a basically a college for children of age, not children of age, young adults of age, 16 or older, with children and fucking criminal records and shit. There were so many people that were forced into going to Job Corps. In which I met this woman of age who already had one child, who already knew all about the world enough to know that she had to go out and get a career and that she wasn't going to make it with the skills that she had. Let's not compare that with Michael grooming a 14-year-old on the internet. With a 22-year-old man entering into an illicit relationship with an underage child because he lacks the confidence to go out into the real world and find a real woman. Let's not compare the two. Okay? Okay? We can, like I just did, but it's not going to make Michael look good. Thank you, David, for bringing that up. Thank you, David. Have a seat. All these pedophile defenders out there defending Michael just because he's got money. You probably defend Jeffrey Epstein too, don't you? Oh, well, he was a billionaire. These women, they knew what they were getting into when they went to his house. That's probably you. Oh, Bridget knew what she was getting into. Michael's got money. It wasn't wrong. People like you are the reasons why pedophiles get away with ruining children's lives on a daily fucking basis. Hank's World says he said she told him she was like 16. That makes it any better. He was in his 20s. So he tries to claim that she told him that she was 16, which is technically legal, you know, but she wasn't. It's still not fully legal. And still me at 22, I'd be like, this girl's still watching Hey Arnold. I ain't got nothing in common with her. The best said that her and Michael tried. Yeah, her and Michael made a video originally admitting to entering a sexual relationship when she was 14 or 15. And then years later, when it would blow up in their faces, they tried to cover their tracks and say, oh, that we lied. You're always fucking lying. And don't you know that, oh, I didn't know. She told me otherwise. That's a very popular lie pedophiles love to tell. And you know what? It doesn't work. If Michael had been pulled over, if a cop had pulled up on Bridget and Michael messing around in a vehicle and they pulled their IDs and found out that Bridget was underage and Michael was a grown man, and Michael would have been like, oh, I didn't know she was 14, officer. The cop would have been like, let's go to jail, bro. I'm sorry. Michael would have been like, she told me she was older. That's what he would be telling the judge, and the judge would be like, guilty. Damon Buckner says it doesn't matter if she was 16 or 14. As the adult, Michael, you have to say no. It's on Michael, but don't you know these predators love to cast that blame on the innocent. Classic manipulation tactic. But anyways, man, we'll put this on pause. Let's put a pin in this, man, because it's after 8 o'clock, guys. I got to go to work tomorrow. I gotta sleep off these Red Bulls, and hopefully I'll have myself a nice sleep. Get rested for work this week, man. I, for one, don't rely on YouTube welfare. You know what I mean? I go out on a daily basis, and I rely on my wit and work ethic to pay the bills. You know, as you all seen, I went 2 fucking months without going live, talking shit, fighting back, collecting super chats, trigger chats, and I still got my bills paid. You know why? Because I go out there into the world and I get it. Meanwhile, Michael is just fucking losing more money by the day. Like if it were a bit, if Michael ran his company, his channel and company like a business, there would be no way Fridays would hit and they'd have a meeting and be like, yeah, profits are good through the roof. They'd be in a panic. What can we do to get the views up? Can't imagine that Michael's company is, that the morale is up because the views are way to fuck down. And that is the measurement. That is the scale of their success. So anyways, Dago is going live right now, man. Dago, go ahead and send a link out to your channel. Everybody, let the after party continue. Go in the Dago's chat. Give Fatty and Michael some hell. And Dago some love and support, man. Because like I say, man, Dago's my number 1 simp. You my number 1 simp, Dago? I appreciate that, man. David James, Dago, Drill Sergeant Jr., Rebecca Spratling, Nene. Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate that. It was a good stream, and we're not done. They want to kick the fucking hornet's nest over and over and over again. We're here. I'm here. Wolfpack is we've never been gone. We never fully left, but we're back and stronger than ever, goddammit. You want some trouble? We're gonna bring it. And it seems like people are still interested in this shit, Michael. So let's keep it up a little bit. Uncle Dougie, thank you for showing love and support. You know what I mean? And like I say, man, show him balls. Look at Dougie in the stream, guys. You know what I mean? Michael and Bridget could turn around and go after Dougie right now, and for coming into the chat and showing me love and support. You know, and Dougie don't give a fuck. Dougie's like me. Dougie tells him, says, you're not going to decide who and what I involve my life in. And I got to show you, that's much love and respect right there. Dougie's a real fucking man. Dougie ain't like these other punks out here, man, that get, you know, that get leaned on a little bit and they roll. Dougie has said what he said, and he stood by his fucking word for years now. And I can show nothing but respect for that. Dougie came out and told you all that I did not hit Bridget at the peril of being ostracized for the rest of his life. Here Dougie is, man, right now rebuilding a relationship with his daughter, and he'll still tell you all that I did not hit her. Because Dougie can't go on into the other life with that sort of bullshit on his conscience. Dago says, the truth shall set you free. It shall. Can you imagine how high do you expect your soul to fly as you depart this life with all that guilt and burden saddled on your spirit? You know, I got to believe that, you know, the state of your situation, of your soul and your mentality when you depart this life determines where your spirit and goes into the next realm. And I got to say, with all the dirt and evil and darkness, you know, holding Michael down and saddling his spirit so heavily, you know, that Michael isn't going to have a very peaceful afterlife. You know, and it's because of the decisions and it's the state in which his soul resides in on a daily basis. That he'd rather, you know, create drama and destroy than rebuild. And that's gonna imprint into his spirit, into his soul, and it's gonna follow him on into the next life. And for that, I can be thankful. That not only is Michael fucking up this life for himself, he's also fucking up the next life. I don't see good things coming for Michael's karma. And I can be thankful for that. Drill Sergeant Anthony Pisano, Weenus Goochman. Much love, Weenus. The best. Have a great night. Bronxborn, thank you for modding for me. Adam Ritter, have a great night, brother. All you guys, man. I appreciate it. And until the next one, man. Love you all. Continue standing up for yourselves, man. Spitting the truth despite, you know what I'm saying, the overwhelming circumstances to which you may think, you know, telling the truth will put you at, you know, still stand up no matter fucking what, dude. Just look at me, bro. I'm living proof, man. I'm a living example. So anyways, man, love you guys. Have a great night, and we'll see y'all next time, brother. Later.